So on YouTube, there's been lots of pieces of shit. There has been many, many YouTubers who have come out with tons of allegations against them, many of which are true, some of which are false. But in my whole time on YouTube, in my whole multiple years of covering stuff like this, I've never seen somebody get as much allegations against them all at once as the Twitch streamer, the D&D Twitch streamer, Arcadum. On Twitter, about 20 hours ago, there was 1 tweet longer made against him, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We gotta show more. 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot. And not only are these, like, all tweets, but they're all lengthy tweet longers. Like, this is the first tweet longer. We go here. This is the second one. This is the first one. So, we have a lot to go through. This is my first time reacting to all of this. I have never heard of this streamer prior to now. But, let's just read out all of these twit longers. If you guys are watching not live, there should be a chapter below. But yeah, let's see what happened with this guy. So the first twit longer we have here, and by the way, all of these people he seemed to have misconduct with were VTubers. For those of you who don't know, a VTuber is a streamer who is streaming through a 3D model. So let's start with Kelly Siren. My experience with Arcadum. This is never something I wanted to do. Arcadum has been someone I've considered a close friend for 3 years now. I had so much respect for him, and really thought he had that same level of respect for me. He raised me up as a person, in DMs and publicly. He supported me and told me he believed in me and my music. I felt as though we were close personally, and had a bond as if he was there for me in a lot of ways. It was never just that, though. There came with a whole slew of red flags and serious issues. Recently, there were a lot of girls in the community banned and evicted from his servers. I was one of them. I, for one, was also booted out of the collective group, where the music team I had assembled and led all worked together. The reason I was given by him to being kicked is because, apparently, his long-term girlfriend saw the private messages between me and him. And she also saw several others. To put into context why this matters, I'll explain. I'm not going to air out all of his personal businesses that he told me, but rather just the details that matter in the situation that affected myself and so many others. As I've recently found out just how many girls he has been doing the same things to. Apparently, there has been 10 that came out publicly. I don't know if there's any more behind the scenes. Some of these are encounters in VR chat and voice calls that I do not have a recording of. I also want to blur names I wasn't given permission for. Arcadum and I have been friends for a year already at this point. 2 years ago, around the start of Salos Row Season 1, we started to get closer. Arcadum opened up to me about something really bad that happened in his relationship. He would ask for my support, and would ask me to get on VR chat with him to listen and help. I wanted to help him. I wanted to be there for him in this shitty time. He would break down crying every single time. Things were okay, and we had genuine, talks about what he's going through. Things started to shift a bit when he suggested I comfort him in more ways than just words. He would say he wasn't desirable, how he feels like less of a man, how sad and lonely he is. Evidently, it started leading to, I'm really sad, is it alright if I hug you? And similar comments, which led to flirting and then more, him commenting on my character's boobs and stuff, and he could touch them. So this is like, virtual sexual harassment, because I assume it's towards the VR character, as stated here. Seems a little simpy and incel-y to simp over a VR character like that, but to each their own, unless it's illegal or, bad, as we're probably about to find out in this case. Sometimes I would say it was okay. Oh, wait, do you need permission to, like, if you're in VR chat and one person has a character with, like, anime tits, do you need, like, permission to, like, virtually touch them? Is this, like, a thing that actually happens? Like, I'm not sure on the etiquette. Like, I'm not in VR chat a lot. It seems like it's a video game, so you can just, like, fuck around, but I don't know. I found that if I was hesitant at all, he'd get really weird about it. He'd blame himself and wonder what was wrong with him. I didn't hold this against him at the time, because he was truly going through a hard time. Problem is, eventually, it meant if I were to get on VR chat to comfort him, it would most definitely lead him to asking me if I could make him feel better in a sexual way. I told him he's going through a lot, and he needs to settle his feelings and everything before reaching out in this way, because he's hurt and vulnerable, and this is him rebounding. One day I mentioned off the bat I didn't want anything sexual, that I just wanted to chill with him. It spiraled immediately into him being in disbelief, wondering why I'd even say that. He even went to a close friend to complain and be upset that I would ever think that. That it hurts him to think I would assume that's what he's trying to get out of me. Unfortunately, this set the tone for our future interactions. Oh my god. So I had no idea. Oh, thank you so much, PsychDraws, for donating $50 to the charity. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see what's next. This is my first time reading all of this, by the way. So I did not know that. I thought, there's a lot more stories to come out. I've heard some are offline, some are online. This seems to be one of the online ones. But, as much as I disavow the actions that are being, levied towards these girls, and how much I hope that they can, mentally recover from this or what have you, it is kind of funny how much, it's funny in a way that's, insulting towards Arcadium, right? I'm not, condoning his actions at all, but, simping over VR people, it's just so weird. I honestly don't get it, and we're going to see some of the DMs here. Asking for immediate comfort. After a long time of listening to him and comforting him, it started to get to the point where he'd randomly ask me to make him feel better or help him find sexual release. It always comes in two forms. Either he was very down and had a bad day and was requesting I make him feel better, or he was confidently asking me after a good day if I wanted to because he was feeling himself. Wait, so he wanted to masturbate to her in VR, but in real life, while he has his VR headset on, his dick would be out, right? What the fuck? Is this what the fuck? Okay. It never felt right, and I would constantly ask him, and he would constantly ask me to help him relax or feel good all of the time. He would say he understood, but then immediately the next day or a couple days after, he would ask again. I say yes sometimes because I would get tired of dealing with the constant asking. I was afraid he'd drop our friendship. I was afraid of him. Every time he would say he was sorry and ask if I really wanted it, this proves he knew he was harassing me. He would say it didn't even seem like I was into it. I wish I had just told him no bluntly instead of engaging. But it just didn't feel easy for me to confront him on it. I did not want to do stuff, and I told him I wasn't feeling it several times. He would always say okay and that he understood, but he would keep asking later at times, checking to see if I wanted to. He always apologized after for making me feel weird. I got really tired of the random requests to do sexual stuff. It was exhausting always having to explain. You notice in the screenshots below that I tried to change the subject a lot. This is how I handled it. It wasn't the best, but confronting him felt impossible. He would often make advances towards me while he was streaming. Now, if what she's saying is true, which I assume we're going to see the proof here, I mean, she does feel, I guess, guilty for not saying no outright, but people should take the hint. I mean, it seems like she was being rather clear with all of this, you know. All right, let's see these screenshots. It starts with her saying, I'm going to try to... Oh, and this is... Okay, this is like exactly a year ago. A year ago to the day. I'm going to try to fall asleep again. My eyes have been tired for hours. I'm glad. Arcadum responds, Before you try again, we could try it later, huh? Before you tried to fall asleep again, we could Okay, yeah, okay! Yeah, the way she was explaining in the tweet longer, I wasn't 100% sure what was happening. I guessed that he was fapping to her in VR, but I guess we have the confirmation here. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? We could fap it to help me relax. Okay, there are more ways to relax than jerking your dick, dude. There is so many... Number one, you can jerk your dick alone without involving anyone, alright? You could just do it to, like, porn stars, you know, like a normal human being. Or you could relax some other way. Play video games. Watch YouTube. Like, watch Netflix. Like, I don't know. There's so many ways in the world to relax that isn't fapping to VR chicks. All right. She responds, I was just saying hey, but I'm going to start streaming at 4. I need to try and sleep. Alrighty then, no big deal. I thought I would ask and maybe see if it would help you as well. Oh, he's trying to make it seem like she needs to fap as well. Oh my god. Alright. Nice manipulation. By the way, this is all alleged. I don't know if these are real or not. I assume they are. But, all of these are allegations. That goes without saying. I'm just kind of reacting as I go along. I just know you would get me there really good, and I want to sleep too. I'm sorry if I push too hard. I'm extremely sleepy. I got you. I'll leave you be. Sleep well, Kelly. Thanks. Okay. The way I have this set up is a little weird, so bear with me for a second while I get the rest of these on screen. Alright. You're the best, Kelly. I kind of feel guilty. I am really sorry if I made things weird. I hope you get good sleep. Why'd you change what you typed? I felt guilty, I guess. I mean, you might as well delete if that's the case. It's just us in the DMs, and I know what you said. I didn't want to make you feel bad. I'll change it back. I didn't know what I was thinking. I do not wish to be dishonest or weird with you in any way. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a tad weird that you changed what you said, but it's not a big deal. I'm really tired. I've been trying hard to sleep so I can work on shit. Maybe I should just focus on working on my vid today and do RP and stream earlier tomorrow. I don't know why I did it, to be honest. I just thought maybe it would make things better, I guess. Please forgive me for that. I thought it would help. Alright. We have 4 more of these. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've been thinking about you. Oh, okay, this is 3 days later. I don't know if there's any messages in between, but been thinking about you all night, winky face. She responds, me? Why? You've got a lot of people watching. Damn, I woke up too early. You're the only one I want. You silly. How long have you been on your Discord talking? A while. Like an hour or so. You like my flirting? Haha, you're confident lately, and I like that. I'm glad you're feeling yourself. When's your vacation again? I guess maybe a criticism of her if she should have been more direct, but I feel like you gotta have, like, some self-awareness. Like, Arcadium, this is still inexcusable regardless from Arcadium, assuming this is all real. So you don't like me flirting with you? It starts tomorrow. Well, you didn't really return it, and you seem to be avoiding it. So I was just asking, and it seems like you're trying to change the subject. See, he can read what's going on. Like, he's not stupid. You said I was confident, and you like that. Well, this just made it weird is all. I don't mean to make it weird, but I also want to know if you want to participate in stuff like that with me, and if we are that close still. I'm not trying to make it weird. You have been giving me some vibes that... I see. Well, I suppose I have my answer then. No worries. So these are probably like hours between each other, like a couple minutes. I don't know. That's what I would assume based on how he's typing. Kelly responds, I mean, I told you I haven't felt sexual lately. Like 3 different times now. But not flirty too. Flirty is sexual, you dumb fuck. Oh my god. So dumb, dude. So fucking dumb. That's what I was trying to do. Well, when you say you only want me, it makes me feel bad that I'm like this lately, I guess. Well, I figured you were feeling better from hearing you flirt with others at Lanfear's place. Maybe it's just with me. But aren't you doing stuff with others? Well, I always also really drunk. I get playful when I'm drunk. I'll try to figure out why I felt odd about it lately. But I think it's because it feels forced sometimes. It doesn't feel natural to me. And I'm questioned about what I say and do a lot. Arcanium responds, like I was really wanting to have intimacy with you on my birthday. And you were having a good time. But then I tried, you didn't seem interested. When it wasn't streaming, that is. You told me I was too drunk, and you would have felt bad? I did not say that. I asked if you wanted, and you said no. I can scroll up. What? I mean what was said in voice at the party. Also, how was it forced? Oh, I didn't even recall that. Like, I don't understand that. Well, you were pretty drunk, so you probably don't remember. Alright. Shit. I won't have to resize this. Okay, how can I... Alright, I'll just, like, move it to the left, I guess. This is really fucking with my setup. Okay. Let's see. Whatever. Because, she says, because I don't react a certain way all the time, I get questioned. I don't know. I told you I've been trying to figure things out. I'll give it a try soon, and we can see if it's good. No, but you typed it out to me that I was drunk, so it didn't feel right to try things with me. Why are you having this convo with me? He had this convo while he was streaming? How do people do that? That's like if I was streaming right now and I'm just like on the side in Discord, like tap 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 tap. Want to suck my dick, baby? Like it doesn't. I don't understand how people do it. I have like a one-track mind. I could never DM people like this, or in any capacity while streaming. Also, thank you all for donating to the charity. Hopefully, like it helps out some people. So stuff like this doesn't happen again, and stuff that like this that happens to people, you know, they get the help they need or what have you. Well, because I can do two things at once, and I want to talk to you that badly. Alright? That badly. Crazy. Crazy. I just want to share how good I feel with you, because you make me feel even better, and I was hoping I could help you feel good too, and have fun together, that's all. I don't know how much you want me to get into this right now, while you're streaming. Well, I would like to have a call with you about it and talk it through. I believe we care about each other enough to do that. I care about you a lot, so I'll let you know my thoughts. I just really don't want to offend you or have you think our relationship is on jeopardy because of how I've been feeling. Alright then, want to talk after my stream? I'm gonna be ending soon. Okay. Were you expecting me to have sex with you on your birthday? I had no expectations on my birthday for anything. Okay, just making sure. Because you made it seem like I wanted it to clarify. Dude, is VR sex like a thing? Is like VR chat sex like a thing? Is this something like that people do? Like obviously like consensual. I guess it is. I am not. This is like this is crazy to me. I don't understand, chat. No offense to people who do it. Maybe it's like the best thing ever, and I'm like missing out. Like I knew VR porn was a thing, but I didn't know like two people would go in the same VR and like. How's that even work? Does it? I can't imagine it's like the same as like actual sex or even close. Maybe it's the next best thing? I don't know. I'm like losing my innocence here. I'm so confused. Definitely not gonna do it myself though, Jesus. Nope. Alright, it's like phone sex, I guess. Phone sex is kind of cringe though, in my opinion. Just my opinion though. Anyway. Where were we? I never expect you to do like anything for me at all, and I don't want that to ever be a thought that has any water. That's why I was asking, because I felt that for a while. Oh no, well that isn't the case at all. Okay. I am thankful for anything and everything. The only thing I expect from you is honesty. Alright. Last little thing before we get back to the twit longer. When you join stream for the first time and you hear Boblex talking about VR porn. Yeah, I mean, apparently it's a thing. Apparently it's like a huge, big thing that's going on. Alright, this one is from... Actually, this one's from earlier. It's the fifth one linked, but it's from July, so this is before the messages we just read. I was on VR chat dealing with drama and letting people vent to me. Dude, I am not familiar with this VR culture at all. Like, apparently everyone hangs out in VR chat. Like, that's just, like, the place where the homies hang. It's like Discord, but, like, upgraded. You know? I have a VR headset. I've been in VR chat, like, a couple times, but I didn't know. Like, I'm not into the culture at all. I'm learning so much. But I also saw some old friends, and that was nice. I also got some networking done for Callis Row. Thanks, Arcadum. Drama? Oh no! Yeah, I need to be there for some people, but I helped them through it, so that was nice. I did some good in the world. That was nice of you. I'm glad I actually hit the path to partner achievement at least. Hell yeah! Congrats on getting partnered on Twitch, by the way. A year ago, Kelly. 1 year late, congrats. But that's actually really cool. It's actually kind of hard to get partnered on Twitch. I haven't been able to do it. Alright, you're killing it! I just woke up from a small nap, and man, I am in the mood to let me tell you. I haven't slept yet. I'm tired, but weird feeling. Weird feeling. How so? Oh no. I just read the next sentence. All right, boys, here we go. How? Okay, that's too many personal questions being asked in chat. I'm 24. I'll say that. I just woke up hard as a rock, and I'm currently considering fapping myself. But what is up with you? You know, as you just say to people, you know what? I'm just in the mood to I'm rock hard, and I'm in the mood to fap. What's up with you? What's up? What? Is this a normal thing to say? Jeez. I was stressing because a ton of bots came in my chat dropping links. Yeah, don't worry about that. It happens. That's what mods and follower mode and stuff like that are for. Yeah, I don't know. I'd never had that happen. That means you're making it. Really? Yeah, they don't target people who don't have an audience. Think about it. Dude, so hard as a I'm considering fapping myself. When I started... This is insane. I wanted to cover this because of just the sheer amount of Twitlongers. I had no idea what it was about, and I'm flabbergasted, guys. I am like this isn't a fake reaction. This is like my first time reading all of this. All right. Okay, back to the Twitlonger. She says, he even started asking why when I said I didn't feel like doing sexual acts with him. He did this a few times. In call, he would ask me if I wanted to do stuff. I'd say I didn't want to. So after, he would always profusely apologize and say he didn't mean what he said. Or this weird instance where he said he didn't mean it. Yeah, he did seem to have, like, conflicting messages, like, oh, I'm really into you, I'll do anything for you. Oh, I don't want anything from you. You know, it's, like, a little weird. He wanted to see what my reason was. He told me he wanted to see what I'd say to see if he was desirable or not. So he was using her as, like, a test. Like, if I say it to this girl and it works, maybe it'd work with someone else. That's weird. Oh, I need to open a new tab. All right. We got some new messages. This one is from... So this is the latest message so far that we've read. Circle me in red if you see this. I can't circle stuff in red. All right. Okay. I can unmod you stuff on, and then you won't see it anymore. Alright. Let's continue. Sorry, I don't stream like that often, so if this is like a little scuffed or what have you, I apologize, but I'm just kind of chilling. I don't know if you guys prefer this or like the video format, but okay, whatever, let's continue. Kelly says, hey, oh, this is from November 17th, 2020, so the latest one we read so far. She says, yeah, what's up? Arcadum says, basically, I am sorry about earlier, and I felt I put you on the spot. I don't think I actually have any desire to do these things. I just, for some reason, had a problem with why it's really weird. I can talk about it more when I'm not streaming, I guess. Mostly, I'm just sorry. I felt like I added drama where there wasn't any. So you didn't have any desire, but you said what you did? I'm a little confused. But there's no drama? I think I just wanted to know why, more than anything else. Why say that you wanted to do stuff then? I understand, it's just confusing. And you told me which makes me feel better to know. I mean, if I had wanted to, that it would be possible. It's more of being a desirable thing. I'm sorry if I'm being confusing. So basically, he's trying to like flirt with her to see if she wants him back to boost his confidence. It's really weird. More people are coming out as I'm streaming. More people are coming out. Well, I'm gonna stream. How long have the... We've already been streaming for half an hour and we're not through the first one. Which means the stream might turn into 5 hours depending on how long it is. I am going to read, unless it gets super, super late, I am going to stream until all of the allegations are read. So if there's new Twitlongers, I'll be reading them after I'm done with the originals. So we might be live for a while, boys. Definitely more than 3 hours. We'll see. All right, where were we? So you realized it was more of a confidence boost for you? That makes me sound like a garbage person. I don't think you're garbage. Basically, there's more to the conversation I couldn't get to do my own feelings. I think, but I am sorry. I'm trying to understand completely. I'm pretty understandable about stuff. Well, I am saying that now. I'm not asking that from you. Alright. Next one. She says, okay, let me see if I can fit all of that in here. Okay, nice. I'm sorry if I made you think otherwise in my attempt to dance around my actual question. I realize now that there might be a misunderstanding. You were not used for a confidence boost. That was never the point. I don't use people like that. I'm not that kind of person. I was just clarifying what you said. That it would be possible. It's more of a being desirable thing. I suppose it was like that, but not in a using way. I didn't say I felt used. Alright, good. I just want to double check that. Tomorrow is Sol, right? Not tonight? Tonight is Sol. Okay. What a weird guy, man. What a fucking weirdo. What a straight up weirdo. There's video and audio files, so you might be on for a long time. Alright, once I get through all of these Twitlongers, which there's a lot of them, you guys can send me the stuff I missed, and then we can do this completely. I want all of this done in this video, except for perhaps just the Twitter reactions. I might do a Twitter versus Arcadia later as a separate video. But as for like all the allegations and information, I want to cover it all in this video or this stream. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I want a nice, concise place where everyone can hear everything, because this is long, and yeah, there's a Google Doc in here too. Yeah, not just, it's just that most of them are Twitlongers, so I'm just calling them all Twitlongers, but a couple of them are Google Docs. Essentially the same thing. Anyways, she continues by saying within her Twitlonger, he'd consistently ask if he excites me, if I had feelings, if I find him attractive. I just didn't like that he would put this pressure on me to answer things, especially considering I knew in detail what he was going through and how he felt. I explained how I said things sometimes because I felt pressured to under the circumstances and didn't want to hurt him. I realize now he's doing this same thing to multiple girls simultaneously. He at one point asked them... sorry, I skipped a line. He at one point asked me out and told me his feelings in a call. He told me he loved me. I found out that he told many other girls that he loved them at the same time. Okay. Now, this isn't illegal, but, like, just for me personally, like, I really don't like when people do... This is kind of fucked up. I feel like you only should do this to one person at a time. Anyways, it was really stressful, and I had to tell him I didn't want a relationship before. Turns out he asked other girls, even within the next few days, if he wanted to be romantically involved with them. Naomi was asked right after he asked me within a few days. He also said he was on a break from his girlfriend. He'd also constantly remind me, all I've ever tried to do is help you. Whoa. He would say this most times I had the strength to confront him. Wow, so she confronted him multiple times, and he was like, all I do is help you. Jeez. Oh, what? This is the first Twitlonger, and we have more? Oh my god, we're gonna be here for hours. Strap in! We're here for the long haul. Woo! God damn! Fuck! This is horrible. I'm not trying to make light of this, but this is a lot of information. But yeah, this is horrible. I wish this never happened to any of these people. Alright. He wanted me to tell him who I was intimate with, and I didn't want to. There was a day after my stream where someone had shown him personal info of mine. I demanded from my friend that she show him proof that I was speaking to someone. He called me very upset and said that I lied to him. That was the call where he told me that he loved me for the first time. I couldn't believe that he would put that pressure on me without disrespecting me, after disrespecting me in my privacy so badly, that I didn't tell him who I was intimate with. I told him we are not in a relationship, and he does not have a right to know that. I was extremely put off by this conversation, and started to feel like he was someone I couldn't really trust anymore. He said he was really sorry and hoped I could forgive him. This led to some of the most shitty parts of our friendship. He started going behind my back and confronting any guys he thought I was talking to. Whoa! Holy shit! If I mentioned hanging with him or not, he would approach the guys, tell them that he had feelings for me, and ask their interactions with me. This is extremely wrong and breached even more of my privacy. People started distancing themselves from me. Holy shit, that's so fucked up. It really sucked, and I lost a lot of friends. Damn, I definitely feel for her on this part. I don't know who these people are. Much love, Boblex. Me neither. I'm just learning about this for the first time. But you know, I can, even though I don't know like the history of these people, based on what I'm hearing so far, I can definitely sympathize. Assuming all of this is true. A couple people approached me and let me know what was happening. He would check the VR chat list, see if I was on, and assumed that I was with other people saying, "Have fun with so and so." Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright. Here we go. More messages. This is into January, so the latest messages. And by the way, for reference, in the gaming community, around this time, actually I don't think Call Me Carson was outed around this time, but he was outed shortly after, and I assume we're going to see messages from shortly after. You would have thought that would be a reality check for him. Regardless of how guilty or not, Call Me Carson is, just the fact that that situation exists would have been a wake-up call for him. I guess it wasn't. Anyways, Arcadum says, "You see my requests? Well, I'll leave you to have fun with Lawman." She responds, "I dozed off for a bit in VR. Lawman wasn't the only one there. I shouldn't have to tell you that, but I will. I watched a movie with Zorin and Law. And I'm sorry I missed your request. I haven't slept in a long time. I wish I didn't feel the need to have to explain myself all the time. It makes me feel really bad." Who is saying you have to explain yourself? You, by saying, "Oh, I'll leave you to have fun with insert person here." He responds, "I think you're reading into that. Why act so defensive?" I don't know. I'd be asking the same questions, dude. "I certainly didn't mean it like that." "Because it came off as accusatory, and you deleted it. Why?" "I didn't delete it. I'm making sure it wasn't there." "I'm not sure why it isn't there." What? What a weird thing to... Oh, wait. I didn't scroll down. My bad. We got a little too into reading the messages. Alright. "I'm not sure why it isn't there." What a weird thing to lie about. What? "I'm not trying to hide anything. Also, if you just woke up, how would you see it? And when I got on, Zoran wasn't online. I didn't just wake up. I saw your messages and sat here for a whole, deciding how to even respond. So you saw my messages, but not my invite requests. Lol. Okay. Lol. Okay. Yes, actually. What a fucking weirdo, dude. What a fucking straight up weirdo, man. This is so weird. I feel like this is the type of guy to, like, try and strike my video or something. Or the stream. I mean, there's nothing directly saying that, but the way he's fucking talking, man. And I'm not accusing him of that either, by the way. Kelly says, yes, actually. Arcadium says, you do you, like Kelly, but you don't have to explain yourself to me. But I'm also not an idiot. Why would you do this? And I didn't mean anything in any way. I did not even remember deleting it. So now he admits to deleting the What a weird thing to lie about. I might have done it leaning on my phone. The point is, you wouldn't have been defensive if there wasn't anything to defend. I could say I'm not an idiot here as well. See how frustrating it is to be second-guessed all the time and questioned? Arcadium, this has to stop. It is not my intention to hurt you. I just wanted to hang out with you this morning, and I was ignored. I couldn't sleep, so I got on. I have been awake a very long time. I don't want this. I don't. Seriously, I didn't mean any of this. I'm not being defensive of my actions. I'm sorry to respond in any way that might be mean. But I have done nothing to deserve this reaction. All I have done is ever support you. Did you take your medicine, by the way? Dude, what is up with this guy? This guy's weird. He's a weirdo. What is going on? Holy shit. Did you take your medicine, by the way? You're not doing what I want, so did you take your medicine? What the fuck? Alright. Let's zoom out a bit so we can get all of this in. All of this juiciness. And actually, no. I'll just move it. Arcadium, do you not see where I'm coming from at all? I don't like it when you say, have fun with lawmen. It makes me feel like you're assuming things about me. He responds, I said it because it was accurate, have fun with him. I would say the same if it was someone else. You are seriously reading into that. Well, can you blame me when it was deleted somehow? On my honor as a dungeon master, I did not delete that on purpose. Do you want me to leave you alone? I will if that's what you want. Where's the Pikmin stream? I might do a Pikmin stream in the future on my other streaming channel, which is linked below. But today, we're talking about cringe drama. The situation, obviously serious, but the messages Arcanium is sending is cringe, so we're laughing at him. That is what I mean by that. Alright, let's... I hate it when these messages are, like, really long, because I have to move them. I want to resolve this. I'm also extremely tired, so my patience is not as it usually is. I can't sleep lately. It really pains me that you would think so ill of me. Stop saying you're not an idiot and always assuming I'm not telling the truth. I really don't like that. I was dozing off in VR and saw your messages after. I don't like that I have to keep proving myself. How am I supposed to take it when you talk to me like this? That you need to be patient with me. It hurts me when you say certain things to me too. I didn't mean it like that. Why say you are an idiot then? Tell me what you meant so we can resolve this. What is resolving it to you look like? You were saying you were not meaning what I think you did. So what did you mean? I simply meant what I said. I don't like being called a liar, lol. Have fun. Didn't call you a liar. And then she screenshots the message from him. Do what you like. You don't have to explain yourself to me, but I'm also not an idiot. Arcadium responds, I never said that. That is not me calling you a liar. Then what is it? Because that sentence made me upset. Alright. That is the next 3 things. Now the twitlonger continues. Oh, there is so much! Alright. I'm getting through all of it. We're doing this all in one go. This will be longer than my H3 versus Keen video if it has to be. Alright. He had absolutely no shame in this when I confronted him about approaching guys behind my back. He said it was their fault for being weak and not talking to me anymore. He would consistently ask me if he was my closest friend. He didn't like it if I was getting closer to the other guys that weren't him. He explained to me that he did this because I wouldn't tell him who I was seeing and he had to know. So he asked the guys he thought I was seeing. He called me and lectured me that I get too close to people too quickly. Okay, before we continue, I'm trying to keep in mind that this is allegation 1 of 10. And he's already going this much in depth for this one girl. The amount of time he put into this is insane. Literally, doing all of this shit with 10 people simultaneously must be the most time-consuming thing in the fucking world. Oh my god. Like, is he just, like, trying to, like, is his dick hard 24/7? Like, I feel like there has to be some times in the day where your dick isn't, like, fucking throbbing. Like, thank you for the standard level membership. Simply Small Engine Repair. Anyways, let's continue. That he had to know for the integrity of his games if I was seeing someone in them, so that there wouldn't be drama. The integrity of his games! I just simply wanted to be friends, and he made our friendship into something so shitty with his constant invasion of my privacy. Here's when I confronted him about it. Alright. Let's start off with the confrontation. Oh boy, oh boy. Fuck. Can I just, like, zoom this out? It might be small, but... Oh, no. I feel like this is too small for people. Okay. Kelly says, I've been told by multiple people that you've been messaging them, asking their intentions with me, telling them that you love me, and it's caused them to not want to talk to me anymore. So I got my answer on why people backed off. Because you have power, Arcanium. And this is October, by the way. October 2020. What is it that they told you exactly? Because this sounds like hyperbole. Or hyperbolic. Or hyperbole. Oh my god. People, whenever I say this word, I see it as hyperbole. And I've always said it that way. And people called me out on a video. And it's like, it's hyperbole. It's hyperbole. Anyways, she responds, well, it's been multiple people who don't know about each other. What do you mean they don't know about each other? And they said you'd talk to them about how they feel about me, then confess. Multiple people have told me this without knowing that the others have been told about. Do you get what I'm saying? It's wrong. I'm not happy about it. I'm not saying I don't understand, because I do understand where you're coming from, but it still hurts. I have talked to people about how I feel about you, yes, but I never told them to do anything about it. Nor, in fact, that they should. It's not like I tried to shut them off or out. It came up in natural conversation as well. You don't have to tell them, Arcadium. If they are avoiding you because of that, I don't know what to say. You are telling someone you are into me. They respect you. They are going to distance themselves from me. It wasn't even people I was interested in like that. They still don't want to fuck with that. You are a person of fame and power. They respect you. You don't have to tell them not to. Well, first of all. And I know you know that. I'm not used to being that. So it's not like I did that intentionally, if that's what happened. Alright, number 2. Can I ask you why you, okay, I think this is like the same day or couple, no, yeah, this is the same day. This is the same conversation, I think. Can I ask you why you told people I was hanging with that? Arcadum responds, also, I don't love you anymore like that. So I can make it right and just tell them it's all good. If I have the power to make that happen, as you say, then I can make it right as well. No, I asked to please not. Then I won't. I spoke to only 3 people about it. Some may have guessed, because I wear my emotions on my sleeve. And it's not like I went asking them to ignore you, or claiming you. Well, more have told me than 3. Or some dumb shit. Well, then those people are getting it from someone else. And not even the you telling them I love you thing. Huh? Just that you message asking what they are doing when I'm with them. Oh yeah, that's so weird. Well, I have no idea what is or what they are talking about. And you have done it in front of me several times. Oh shit. Now I can't deny it. You called neither to talk or right after I told you I was with them. This shit, someone says in chat, this shit is so pathetic, knowing of his content. And I lost the comment. But I think he said something about Dr. K. If Arcadum had a Dr. K appearance, we can listen to that later, maybe. If we still have time. I mean, it's going to take a while. We're almost an hour in, and we're not even done with the first allegation. So if this is as long as the other ones, we might not be able to check it out, but I do want to check that out. I kind of want to, like, get a full perspective of what's going on here. Alright, he responds, and I hate it when he, like, these people write, they can't even write their fucking words. Like, use spell check, man. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what OIW is. They are with you. People are in fucking private worlds. Yeah, because that was relevant. And he was at the front of my mind. Look, you want me to leave you alone? I will. But you message people you talk to usually. Do you see why I think what I do? You have to at least listen to the voice call. I will. Sorry if my reading's bad, guys. You know, usually when I record my videos, I don't read this much in a row, so I can kind of get a little messy. But this is a journey. This is a journey we're on together, alright? Alright. She continues by saying, but you message people you don't talk to usually. Okay, we read that. No, Arcadum, because I care about you. You can think that if you like. I told you the truth. I want this to be worked through. It's up to you whether or not you believe me. How could I possibly know you're with someone when you're always in D&D and in private worlds. Oh, okay, private world. I thought private worlds was a figure of speech, but private worlds means it means like a VR chat world, right? That only certain people can be invited to. It's like a VR chat thing, right? The long and short of his Dr. K episode is woe is me, my dad is an abuser. Alright. Also, thank you, JR Cats, for donating. We've raised over 100. I think that's the total campaign. Someone else made the campaign. I took it from someone else because you can do that on YouTube. I didn't know how to set one up myself. But we're now over $300 on that. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully that helps people out. I'm not really intending to profit off of these people's misfortune, so yeah, hopefully any money you send can help people who are in similar situations to this. Arcadum says, you can think... okay, wait. I just message people when I remember to, or when it becomes relevant. Well, sometimes it was right after I mentioned them to you. Our lives are intertwined quite a bit. I know. I do not do anything with the intention of controlling you or your life or anyone around you. I am not that kind of person. If you think that is me, that is tragic, but it is also false. Thank you, Anonymous, for donating $20 to the cause. 10 allegations at once? That must be a record. Yeah, it's crazy. And we're only on allegation 1. For those of you just joining, this is allegation number 1 of 10. And we're an hour into the stream. Cool. A lot of people admitted they are backing off being friends with me because they don't want to bother you. Well, then they are cowards. If a friend told you his feelings for someone, wouldn't you back off? Fuck that! Of course he wouldn't. Considering how many people he was messaging at this time, of course he wouldn't. Because I didn't ask them to do that. In fact, I specifically have tried to find you friends. Back off how? I would still be that person's friend, yeah. Unless you mean if they wanted to be with you. I don't fucking know that. I'm not saying that. They aren't fucking lame for doing so. Because, if anything... Alright. More confrontation. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Sometimes I feel like you don't take it until someone else tells you to. So this is, I think this is like a couple days later, because it says the 12th. But it may be a timing coincidence. Not true at all. Probably the opposite. People don't give me the advice you do anyway for me to even take it from them. Well, in either case, all I have ever tried to do was help you. Again with that. Jeez. But I feel like you're like, how can I say this? Used to me. No, I'm not used to you. Well, it certainly feels that way. I do not know what I do to make you think that. Oh my god! Oh my god. It's the little things I notice. Like in VR chat, you sit further away from me. You are looking into how a girl sits far away from you in VR chat. Now, you know, I feel like I'm the type of person to really look in, especially if I like someone, to like really look into the things they do and like overanalyze it. But I hope I never fucking get to the point where I'm like interested in someone and we happen to be in VR chat. I mean, God forbid, I wouldn't be trying to get with a girl in VR chat, but let's say I did. And then I read into them sitting far away from me in VR chat. Like, what? What? This is just insane. You aren't as close to me as I have observed you with others. how often you actually tried to call me. I can't think the last time you called me. Over time, you have pushed me away. It's not a big deal. Not really. But I'm not going to pretend it hasn't happened. The only reason if I have pushed you away at all is because of the privacy issues. And those things can be worked through. It just takes some time. But I still consider you a close friend. Look, Kelly, and it's worth fixing. I haven't broken your privacy. Others have. Everything you have told me, I have kept under lock and key. I believe that. I know you don't tell my secrets. What holy shit. Who is this guy, dude? What the fuck? You know what? This guy makes me feel a lot better about myself. And if any of you guys are having, or you think you have trouble interacting with a woman, hopefully this can, make you feel better, too. Because you guys aren't as bad as this. Come on. This is insane. Oh, my God. This is Terminally Online, the movie. Kelly says, you talking to those people asking their intentions with me, whether or not it was on purpose or not, affected the way they see and treat me. Some completely stopped talking, but most kept their distance. It's something that's out of my control and it hurts, but also something I have to just get over. And realize that they must not care about me that much in the first place to not want to talk to me anymore. I owned up to that, but I do not accept as that being an action against you. As I explained in detail that they decided to do what I specifically told them not to do. If they were so weak as to be that afraid, then fuck them. Dude, I was thinking of making a YouTube video reading all of this. It would have legitimately taken me a month to make if I worked on it every day. This is so long. In between this twit longer and the next one, I'm thinking of taking maybe a 5 to 10 minute break, just chatting with you guys. Because I'm kind of. There's a lot of reading. I feel like I'm reading the fucking Bible. Anyways, why do you tell people you aren't that close with, though? What makes you think I did? Because you told me who you told. Yeah, and I knew them. And I don't think they were that close to any of them. What? Well, you told me who you talked to, or you told me who you talked about your feelings with. I didn't even think you knew Shinny really. I just don't get why you did, is all. Shenny and I are fellow servicemen. We start at a higher level inherently. Did he go to the military with this VR girl? There's no way. It has to be some fucking Discord role or some shit. The current victim count is 16 women, says Bulk Butterfly in chat. We've gone in 6 more women coming out in the last hour, apparently, or so. Okay. We will look into that later. Kelly says, but you don't usually talk to them. Arcanium replies, so? I don't have to talk to someone a lot to be close with them. I mean, clearly you're apparently in love with 16 women at the same time. And we had been friends before. It was after I said my interactions with these people that you messaged them. Do you see what that looks like? Canium says, and quite frankly, you don't get to decide whom I consider myself close with. What is it you think it looks like? I thought we settled this. The blank thing in particular. You said, I didn't know you two were that close. Well, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it lately. Well, then obviously it isn't settled. All right. Number 3, 5. Okay, how many more do we have? Okay, we are not close. Is it really sexual assault or just overblown out of proportion? Well, this one in particular, it looks like it's just sexual harassment. As for the other allegations, I've heard there's some in real life allegations. I'm learning this as I read, so we don't know yet. But so far, right now, as of what I'm reading, it's sexual harassment, I would consider. But not assault. But we'll see what happens later on. Maybe he did assault. Some later ones appear to have IRL assault. Alright. That's what someone says in chat. Thank you. Thank you for everyone who's keeping me up to date generally on this, because I'm doing this, I'm learning about this at the same time as many of you guys. Well, then obviously it isn't settled. Look, I've told you everything. If you don't believe me or feel betrayed by me, then so be it. I have fucking proven myself to be your friend. Do you at least see why I would think that way? Oh, I see why, and it also seems you do think that, despite our discussion. I am not saying you aren't a good friend. Then what is it you were saying? Just ducking saying it and stop dancing around it. How am I dancing around it if I am being honest with my feelings? You were implying that I tried to manipulate these people, that I tried to prevent them to talk to you, or be with you. At least that's the fucking vibe you're putting out. As I said earlier, I'm not saying you did it on purpose, but I am telling them things made them see me as someone they shouldn't interact with because you have interest in me. It's just a shitty situation any way you look at it. Well, I also don't appreciate taking blame for your weaknesses, or for their weakness. I don't appreciate taking blame for their weakness. I did not ask them or intend for them to do that, and here I am, paying the price because I have a shit to fucking ask. And I'm allowed to be upset at the situation. I didn't say you weren't allowed. Who the fuck said you weren't allowed to be mad? If you were going to talk to me like this, I'm not discussing things with you until another time. Situation is fucked. What do you mean? Right? You're being aggressive. I can't handle that right now. So I'm not allowed to be upset? You put so many words in my mouth, it's crazy. Lol, what? You're the one who implied I aid you. Couldn't be upset. Come on, Kelly. I'm calm, and I'm not being aggressive, and I apologize if it seems this way. I just said that allowed to be upset, meaning I am upset at the situation. And you are in that situation. It was a chain of unfortunate events. All I wanted to do was help you. There it is again. All I wanted to do was help you. But I will not accept blame for other people's weaknesses. I will not adhere to a false narrative. Do you see anything wrong with asking them what their intentions were with me? I just want to know why you asked so I can fully understand. Because as of now, I honestly don't understand. Because I have feelings for you at the time and wanted to know. And I wanted to know so that if they did like you, and you liked them, I could find some peace, because I do not think you would tell me, as you've proven with your past actions, that you will lie to me to spare my feelings. What? Okay. He confronted other people who he thought this girl was talking to about his feelings towards this girl so that he could find peace? What? So confused. This dude wasn't oh my god. Is this cancellation any %? I guess. I wanted to know, and I made it so clear to them that they could do what they liked. If they decided that meant that they couldn't talk to you, then that's fucking stupid. I did not lie to you ever to spare your feelings. This is simply untrue. What I did say is that I don't have to tell you who I'm intimate with. But you asked someone else instead, even though I asked you to respect that. I didn't ask if you were intimate. I asked if they liked you. Have you... I haven't been romantic... Oh, for a second I thought she said, have you been romantic with anyone? I haven't been romantic with anyone. That's all. Asking if they are intimate and asking if they liked you, it's kind of like two versions of the same question, right? You know? Because if you like them, you're implying that, like, you would eventually get intimate. So it's like, you gotta respect boundaries if, like, someone likes that person, you know? Alright. She says, yeah. You also said you were into me. That makes them feel like they can't, you know? It's just how people work. It's a dumb thing, but it's a social game. Do you want me to take the blame for that then? Alright, last one for this. Okay. It's not like I'm the only, Is that the only way you want to move past this? It's not like I'm only blaming you for what happened. It's a chain of events. Have you talked to them about it yet? I'm fully disheartened that these people didn't think enough of me to keep talking to me as friends. In the same manner, do you intend to? They don't talk to me. You're late, in a sense, because the stream is an hour and 15 minutes in, but we're only on the first allegation. So, in the grand scheme of things, you're early. Where are we? Okay, so that was that. Then she continues in the tweet longer by saying, he told me I had new favorites. He got mad at me for liking their tweets and not his. That is stalker behavior. The only person who should be stalking who likes tweets is me for Twitter Versus to get context on what's happening. The only person allowed to fucking stalk liking tweets is me to like H3H3 or some shit like that. This is fucking crazy. Liking tweets? Okay, little bit obsessed, bro. Little bit obsessed. It was so much obsession over me and my life. I agree. Oh my god. More messages. Hey, Kelly, I gotta ask you something. This is on December 30th, 2020. Yeah? Are we still close friends? Am I still your closest friend? We don't hang out as much as we did, but I'll always consider you one of my closest friends. You mean a lot to me. Why? Did I do something wrong? What do you mean? She just said you mean a lot to her. What? Oh my god. She's giving you so many chances. Man, this guy just wants every woman in the world to be sucking his cock immediately, dude. Literally, this is what he expects. He expects every girl to just like bow down to him and suck his cock. Guess what? Not every fucking billion women in the world want to fucking fuck you. Alright? You know, there's definitely a lot in the world who probably do. You probably have like, you know, maybe if we were to calculate all the odds in a simulation, you'd have like a couple thousand or more, like hundreds of thousands of women wanting you. But not everyone does. So stop. Jeez. Why? Did I do something wrong? Huh? What do you mean? Why don't we hang out as much? Why am I not your closest friend? You literally said... Wait! She said, I'm one of your closest friends, and now he's gaslighting her by saying, I'm not your closest friend. What is this? What the fuck? This is... What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright. It's just crazy. I'm sorry for the overreaction. I don't know. But it's crazy. I'm just in disbelief, man. She said he's one of his closest friends, and then 2 messages later, he's like, yeah, I'm not. What? It's not just on my end. What do you mean it by not just on your end? You're always busy. You don't get to stay long when we hang out anymore. Yeah, because you're fucking trying to fuck 15 other girls, apparently. You know? Well, I guess that's my answer then. You did nothing wrong. I'm always down to hang. Nah, you don't need me anymore. What the fuck? Jeez, man. This girl is so patient with him. And he's just like, holy shit, man. What the fuck? Alright. He little bits of time I can spare are usually on work stuff with us. Why would you say something like that? Imagine this from KY at perspective? What is he saying? KYS perspective? I don't know what he's saying here. You're gonna need those breaks at this rate. Yeah, I will take a break soon. Like a 5 to 10 minute break. Actually, you know what? You're playing your game. You're having fun. Just forget I said anything. I was just thinking about it, and it made me feel like garbage. Alright? What a fucking weirdo. What did I do to make you feel like I don't need you? I just don't understand. I don't know why I even tried to start this up. Well, you brought it up, so let's talk about it. You're distracted and you're having a good time. Well, because I definitely don't feel the way you're painting me to feel. And in the end, it's not like it's going to change anything. I defended. I can't just leave this. It hurts that you don't believe that I care about you. I never said that. Oh my god. You did say stuff along those lines. She said you're one of his closest friends. And then you said that she isn't and accused her of not spending time with you. Oh my god, you're literally mincing words. Yeah, I am slowly losing my sanity. Alright. You said I don't need you anymore. And these are probably, by the way, guys, these are probably not, if, you know, it's true that he met up with, like, some of the other girls, IRL, and there's SA and stuff like that, this isn't, like, this is crazy, in my opinion, like, the way he's acting, but this isn't even the worst of it. So we're gonna figure this out together. Yeah, I found your new favorite. Your new favorites! Who says that? Who says new favorites? God. What a horrible fucking friend. What a horrible friend. Your new favorites. What the fuck? Are we going back to, like, fucking middle school where we're, like, arguing with our siblings over which one's the favorite child? Like, Mom likes me better than you. What is this shit? So obviously you got the companionship with someone else. It's not a bad thing. Why do I have to have favorites? I don't think that way. Most people don't think that way. I hold on to people I care about. All of them. I definitely not want to lose you. And I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm not super close to anyone really. I never said you had to have favorites. Any of those people anyways. It's just that you do, or at least you certainly have a focus. Okay, buddy. This guy's a fucking loser, man. Lol, what? I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. You think I have these favorite new people I'm really close with, and I don't. And I'm not. They hardly talk to me. Can I ask why you're thinking this? Why do you think I don't need you? Alright, let me explain from my point of view. Because you seem to lack the context. We used to be super close. I made you a part of the world. I involved you with my D&D! Which introduced you to my other friend groups. I got busy. Now you are more involved with those friend groups than I can be, and they with you. Joining discords that I didn't get invited to. Who knows what kind of private DM stuff. All kinds of stuff. It feels like he wants full control over what people say. Does this guy, like... Does he spend all day just micromanaging his friends? This is crazy. The, like, amount of time commitment you would need for this. Huh? What Discord? Yeah, the Discord. Whatever. The Discord, or whatever. Aren't you in there too? I am now! What? Fuck off, dummy. Dummy. And furthermore, when it comes to Twitter, I drop a tweet and you make no response. One of them drops one, you respond in fucking minutes. What a weirdo! Who cares? Who cares if you respond to a tweet immediately or an hour later? People have lives. Fucking Jesus, I'm not gonna fucking cry a river when Nick the Oreo doesn't respond to my tweet within 2 seconds. Jeez. Us. It's not true at all. I hardly respond to them ever. The only time you seem to respond to one of my tweets is when it involves you. I just saw a weighted blanket and I loved mine. If you want me to get through your fucking tweets, and I show you I will, go for it. I guarantee you respond more to them than to me. Anyways, the point is... What the fuck? I did the thing because it was at the party, and they told us to. All these little things pile up. But I don't respond to their tweets all the time. I hardly do. Oh my god, the fact that she has to defend this? Oh my god. This has only happened with me, with a couple people. And just to not start drama, I won't name them because they are big creators. But there are only a few people online where I've been in DMs with where I feel like I have to be defensive. And it's just the worst. It never ends well. Like, why do you... and it's about stupid shit, too. Like, being interrogated in DMs is like the fucking stupidest shit ever. So stupid. Alright. And I try my best not to get mad about the drinking parties because I know that's something I never get to do. I try to not be unfair about that one. But I'm quite frankly getting tired of being punished for my success like this. Anyways. That's what I meant by favorites. Dude, this guy has like 90k on YouTube. Success, like, come on, bro. Chill. It might not be the most accurate term, but it describes the closest to what I am seeing. I don't hang out with them as much as you're thinking. I wish I could believe you, because I guarantee you it's more than me. Hell, I bet you asked them to hang out. I bet you even asked! I don't like that you speak my mind, and I tell you the truth and you accuse me of otherwise. Exactly! That's what some people have done to me in DMs over the years. Not in, like, a context like this, but... You know. It's just the worst, man. I hate it when people do that shit. I'm sure it's happened to some of you guys, too. It's just so horrible, man. If people act like that in DMs with you, they're not worth getting to know. Even if they're like a huge YouTuber. And this has happened to me with big YouTubers too. So it's like, take it from me, guys. Like, if people are fucking in DMs with you and they're acting like this, like, just tell them to fuck off. Actually, not Keemstar, I don't think. I don't think Keemstar has been like that. But anyway. Sub-shaming, though? Yeah. I mean, the people... It's been so long ago, the people don't know. That they won't hear about it, but... Why are so many people horrible people successful creators? I don't know. You know what? My throat's hurting a bit. Let's take like a 10-minute break. I don't know like if I can put a timer on screen or something. But I'm just going to take a little bit of a break here. I'm not going away from the stream. I'm just going to talk with chat for a bit. Check out, Twitter or something. We are almost done with this first twit longer. Someone tweeted at me, started streaming 69 minutes ago. What are we at? We got 1,000 viewers in here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it a lot. We're not done with the first. FF, read faster. I'm sorry. Not gonna lie, listening to this, I'm playing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't read fast, guys. My throat's just getting a bit tired. And I didn't know how long these would be. We might have to do like a part 2, honestly. Because I don't want to stream more than 5 hours, if I'm going to be frank. It's been an hour and a half, yeah. Brief recap for those running late. Okay, so basically, there's this Twitch streamer called Arcadum. He is being accused by 10 different people of various things, all pretty much revolving around like romance of some kind, whether it be like sexual assault or sexual harassment. Currently, we are looking at Kelly's response, who is a VTuber, and so far the allegations is that he is fapping to her in VR chat when she doesn't want him to. He's acting like very manipulative in DMs and like stalking who she is like talking to and just being very like treating her like property kind of, So that's the current allegation. This drama is getting boring. Well, when there's so much messages to go through, obviously there's like more boring bits, and this is a stream, there's more long form. Might cut this down and only show like the important bits, do like a little highlight thing later. But yeah, for the stream, I know a lot of people for my videos are used to like constant action or what have you, but for this stream, it's gonna be more of like a chill, kind of slow burner. Until we get through it all, but then I might edit it into something later. So streaming to make that money for no, all donations go to charity. I am not profit other than like views or like subs I may gain from this, which is probably not that many. I'm not going to be gaining that much off of this. I'm just here to spread the word. All right. Okay. I think that was like a 2-minute break or something, but fuck it, we're going back into it. She says, I hardly ever sit in voice calls. I was feeling really anxious today because of my sister and Momo, and talking about playing Final Fantasy together. I think FF is Final Fantasy. Or it's something else. I don't know. Playing a game together. Arcadium responds, I know that. This is why I tried to bail out of talking about this. You're worried about your sister. I guess I miss being the first one you go to, the one you depend on. It made me feel useful, appreciated. Arcadium. But hey, it doesn't matter in the end. I care about you very much, and I mean that. I don't really go to people much about problems anymore. I always feel shitty doing it after. Guys, if you guys feel this way, don't. A lot of your friends are happy to help you out, and I'm pretty sure you would do the same for your close friends. I see a lot of people, especially girls, feel guilty about, venting, but it's really, really healthy for the mind, and I think you shouldn't be afraid to do that. Anyways, let me zoom in a little bit. Arcadum says, I just thought I was a comfort to you. Kelly responds, you are. You've helped me a lot with a lot of problems. But you have your own problems too, and I don't want to be a burden. I always feel like one after. And it doesn't seem to matter when I tell you I can handle it and that I don't mind. But the point is, you can find someone else to help you, and that's not a bad thing for you. I know I can. Thank you for becoming a member. Unless I don't have anyone to run to when I have a problem. But if it would make it feel better, I will come to you when I'm down. I'll try to let go of my hatred for myself I've been having. I want you to feel better even if someone else is the one that makes that happen. I guess the heart of all of this is I've gotten lonelier the more successful I've gotten. Oh my god. I'm sorry. And I have few sources of friendship. I wonder why. I've been lonely too, believe it or not, I guess. And when I see that short supply dwindle, or I feel a shift like that, it's devastating. Maybe you're the fucking common denominator, dude. Alright. We are on the final stretch. One more paragraph, one more Gazeo screenshot, and then we're done with allegation 1. Here are the current events. August 25th of this week, so last Wednesday, he said he had to call me. He mentioned being forced to block all of the women who he's had sexual interactions with because his DMs were seen. He told me it wasn't his fault, that it was temporary, and that he was doing it to talk to his girlfriend so he could solve all of this. I distinctly remember him saying in the call, you don't trust me. There goes my support. The next day, Arcadum says, good news, it's about the music team. I was in a call with Arcadum and someone else for emotional support. Arcadum says things are going fine. That he's so sorry and wants to be my friend. He asked me what he can do to prove it to me. He said he wants me back in the music team. The next day, we get in a call with 2 others, and he says he still wants me to be removed. And I can wait on the sidelines while he tries to convince her otherwise. I'm told I'm leaving. As much as I love the music team and I want what's best for them, he has no respect for anyone but himself. He made that very apparent with how he has been handling all of this and treated people he claimed to be close to. There are a lot of details I'm leaving out because it involves his girlfriend and others. This is based on my experiences with Arcadum, and I don't feel like it's my place to share what he told me about their relationship during all of this. I cared about him very much, and I had no idea the extent of what he was doing. I had no idea that it was all of these girls with similar stories. To put things into perspective, they wouldn't all even fit in a group chat. Holy shit. We would have to make a Discord server. I know everybody, so the Discord group chat limit is 10. So it's more than 10. I know everyone loves Vernum, including myself, of course. He did pay me a severance package after he kicked me out of everything. I want to be open and honest that he's paid me for my work, but I want absolutely nothing to do with him ever again. I know the longer I knew him, the more pain and paranoia he brought into my life. I've never wanted to make a public post about such personal info of mine on Twitter, but I feel that he is too problematic and predatory towards women to keep silent. Update. Arcadum edited our messages. He's trying to make it look like I'm saying something I'm not. Here is proof. The edited messages display the time when edited at timestamp. Okay. So we have a little video here. So here's Arcadum. And that is August 10th, 2020. And edited. August 2021! He's editing fucking year-old messages! He's editing year-old messages! He's editing year-old messages! What a fucking weirdo! What a weirdo! What the fuck? He's reversing time! He could have said right there, so that's the end of the message, I platonically love you. It's really that simple. It could have said, I want to suck you all, I want to fucking fuck you. It could have said that. It could have said anything. What the fuck? Alright. Allegation 1 down. That was from Kelly Siren. Here is her Twitter. That was the first allegation. Now we are on to Momo's story. Momo. Momo Mischief. Alright. We are an hour and 40 minutes in, and we are on allegation 2 of 10. This one is just as long. This is all I have to say. All I can do is hope that this won't happen again. I am not doing this for me. I'm doing this to save future women that could have the possibility of being manipulated by him. Well, apparently that's a lot of people. I am doing this in an attempt to inform people of his dedication to grooming the people in his life. The person I'm speaking of is someone I thought was my best friend, someone I trusted to care for me and keep my best interests in mind. Instead, he used my deepest fears and knowledge of my past trauma to manipulate and groom me into believing he was my only true friend. Only true friend. He was one of the closest things in my life, even other that of my own roommate. That man is Jeremy Black, or Arcadum. I want to preface from this point forward that most of these testimony things we said to each other in voice calls or in VR chat. Others are screenshotted accounts of grooming, a form of abuse that involves manipulating someone until they're isolated, dependent, and more vulnerable. Okay, so grooming's usually used in the context of, underage, but it looks like it might not be used in that context. We'll have to see as we keep reading. But that's what she means by grooming. That he instilled in me as my friend. I trusted him so deeply that I was blinded to his treatment. I was blind to the impending trauma that he would have. May of 2020 started our DMs, but Arcadium and I knew each other from mutual friends in the VR Chat Ascension Academy Discord. I might have said that wrong. This might be a different word. Whatever. He and I became friends swiftly through music, games, and common interests. We even shared stories of our childhood living in the same place. Oh, okay. So this might be one of those. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what these allegations are. We grew very close very fast, and soon we were spending an immense amount of time together. About a month later, he asked me to join him in VR chat to hang out and watch movies. People have VR chat dates now. Okay. After that night, he got very comfortable with me and began sharing his personal relationship with his girlfriend. All right. New girl, new messages. Oh, God. Depression. That sucks. June 9th, 2020. I feel so depressed. Momo responds, What can I do to help? If you can't sleep, we are just being lore stuff. I wish I could just hop in there, but I gotta deal with this relationship stuff. And I feel like absolute garbage. Yeah? I'm sorry you have to deal with that. I feel completely worthless when I'm around her. I feel physically unattractive, and it's fucking soul-crushing. That's upsetting. It really is. I'll be here if you need someone to talk to. That'll be quiet. And they be quiet. God, I feel like nobody in my own home. Well, you're not. Thanks for the kind words. It's not just kind words. Honestly, I just want to be wanted, and I feel like the person who should want me doesn't. Sorry to drop that on you. Look, when I sign on for relationships, when I sign on for friendships, I sign on. Friendships, not relationship, friendships. Very loyal person, very nice person, this Momo seems like. You got me here for you. I'm your friend. I wouldn't be if I couldn't handle a dump. Big dump. Pee-pee poo-poo hands. Yes. But yeah, that's how I feel. I hear you and I am listening. Okay, let me shrink this a bit. It makes me sad to hear you think about that way about yourself. Makes me sad too. Well, how can I help distract you? Games, lore, D&D, cookies, you name it. This Momo person seems very nice. I might play some off-stream Kohan tomorrow. I just want to roleplay in peace. I'm just laying here trying to fall asleep. Anyways, thanks for listening. Of course. Think about kittens. Kittens. She's super nice. Alright. In my past, I've dealt with many forms of physical and mental abuse from many unfortunate circumstances in my life. So when someone comes to me expressing their forms of abuse, I can almost immediately invested and willing to be as supportive as possible, because having experienced the things I have, I would never want another person to feel that way. Unfortunately, I made the mistake of letting Arcadum know that. From that point forward, I cared so deeply for this man and his hardships that seemed to keep coming more and more. His heart wrenched my heart wrenched with empathy for him, and my judgment became clouded. It is only now that I have gone back and experienced those DMs again that I see, even now, I feel sympathy for him when I should not. He twisted me to always believe his words no matter what he talked about, or no matter what we talked about. Which leads me to the next part of Arcadum and I's friendships, where he began to groom me into believing other people. Other friends of mine, and even my closest friends in life, might not care for me the way I knew they did. He would suggest things to me, analytical, hyper, complicated scenarios where he would digest the things my friends did on social media, their streams, and everything. That behavior is so toxic, and it's not a trap you want to fall into. It's not good for the people you're analyzing, and it's not good for your own mental health. He would prey on my doubt and instill in me that it was my idea to talk about it, that it was my idea that they were shutting me out. This started my spiral of creeping depression, where I began to think none of my friends were really my friends and that they were using me or tolerating me. It is not until now that I realize he was projecting his own feelings onto me, so that we could share in the turmoil we felt. Everything was always about him. Through Arcadum, I met some really wonderful people. Incredible and brave people that inspire and still inspire me, even in writing this. As my friend circle grew, including the people he introduced me to, his behavior would change when we spoke about them. When I would spend time with other people, it began to feel like he was watching me everywhere I went. And if I did not invite him, he would lash out at me with jealousy and anger that soon turned into sympathy that he knew would pull on my heart. Please bear with me. This is very difficult for me. I know there's a lot of screenshots, but I do not want to take them out of context or myself. I have been hanging out with our mutual friends until it was time to go to my VR roleplay called something Academy. Ascension Academy. I don't think that word is Ascension, but... Wait, Ascension. Actually, it might be Ascension. I don't know. At the time, I had adverse feelings towards RP due to my own interest levels being low. Arcadum asked if we could hang out, but I had AA, or I had Ascension Academy. He then told me that it was fine, and that he was needing to work with his artists in his Discord. Soon thereafter, this ensued. Alright. Okay. These ones seem a lot more... Okay, this is from February 2021, so this is the farthest we've been in terms of timeline with either of the two girls we've talked about so far. This was after Call Me Carson was accused, so, you know, even despite how guilty or not guilty Carson may be, you would have thought that set an example for him not to be a weirdo, but, you know. So I take it you're done with Ascension Academy. Bleh. I don't know what's going on with it, man. Like, RP feels all over the place, and, like, not inclusive. I hate it when it gets like this. Just makes me not want to go. Did you go at all? I was going to, but no, I didn't. Lol, okay. Sorry it didn't work out. I just don't understand, man. Neither do I. Like, that RP could have been so fucking great. But it's just not there. Well, at least you find something to do in the meantime, so your night wasn't ruined. It's whatever. I got to show Wind VR chat, so I guess that's okay. Yeah, cool. Huh? Well, I would have liked to play some games with you. Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm pretty disappointed you didn't tell me when the reason we didn't hang out was because you were going to the Academy roleplay, but that's fine. Ugh, I was hanging out with them before you asked me. Lol, okay. I apologize I didn't tell you what I was doing. Have fun with them. Why are you acting like this? Like what? I can really not... Can you really not see it from my eyes? Okay. Okay. By the way, chat, I'm not saying Carson did anything wrong. Oh, fuck. I don't want to give my whole opinion on Carson. But basically, like, regardless if he did something wrong or not, like, that would be, you know, it would be an indication to him to not do stuff like this, at least from the selfish perspective of not wanting to get canceled, but I guess that wasn't the case. He continues by saying, like, you know what? Never mind, this is pointless. I won't be bothering you with shit like this anymore. I don't know why, she responds, I don't know why you are upset. I did not say I was going to hang out tonight. Yet you are upset with me because I didn't? Man, you really have no idea, do you? Why not tell me that you weren't going and tell me you were hanging out in Discord? Maybe invite me next time, or take the time to include me. Half of them are only here because you're there, and that shit fucking hurts my feelings. Because you said you were going to your artist Discord. I wanted to hang with you, and you said you were doing something else. So when something else so I went somewhere else. How the hell do you not see why I'm upset? Just forget it. Enjoy the new friends you have made. I'm just sick and tired of feeling like the third wheel of my own friends. None of them ever asked me to join. None of them ever asked to join me in VR chat, even though I talk to them all the time. That fucks me up, man. But that isn't your fault. I'm pretty heated, so I'm going to stop. I feel like all I have done is upset you over the past couple days. I'm sorry for that, and I'm sorry I said, guys, if you're talking this much in Discord in general, I just can't imagine DMing people like this much in Discord about feelings. Like, maybe in a Discord call, yeah, but, like, this is kind of, like, antisocial. I don't know. Obviously, there's more wrong stuff going on than just that, but... I'm sorry I said anything. I'm sorry I just feel like you are stretched thin right now. And like you were taking it out on me a bit. I'm sorry I didn't message you. You told me you were going to your artist Discord, and I thought you were busy, only because you weren't available. I'm not trying it out on you. But I think I did a little like you said. I'll leave you alone now. Will you forgive me? I did not mean to be so angry. Of course I will forgive you. Alright. Bit of a weirdo. Bit of a weirdo. Okay. Need to zoom this out a bit. We are at the final stretch of this. That night I remember questioning if I should continue to hang out with this group of friends because I made him feel like this. That it was my fault he felt his friends didn't want to include him. That it was my fault that my new friends enjoyed being around me and not around him. I was confused, and it would only continue to get worse to the point where I would stop talking or really hanging out with that friend group altogether. Arcadum and I's relationship became stressed after that point, even more so than it already was. So much that even when reading his messages, they warped and became miscommunicated. He would lash out at me yet again with the same cycle of angry, jealous, sympathy farming, and reassurance of his stature. Alright. This is from the 22nd of February, 2021. Did you want to play some Valaham today? I saw some typing. Did you forget to hit enter? When were you thinking? I'm not sure. I was just gauging interests. What did you have planned for today? I have a stream at 4 with Baru. And I'ma play some Guilty Gear because I want to get better, laughing my ass off. Lol, never mind then. Sorry? Sorry for what? We can play tomorrow if you want to. Sure if you want. You know what? Don't worry about it. Maybe I'll see you in the bolt hole. What? Enjoy your stream. I'm asking if you want to play Val tomorrow. Why are you acting like I betrayed you or something? I never said anything like that. Lol, what the fuck? You know what? Don't worry about it. Alright, fine. I won't. Okay. Acting weird again. Ugh, okay. Lol, what now? I was quoting what you said that made me think you were upset. I already had plans that I agreed to, so I was trying to schedule you a time to play. And it felt like you were upset with me because of that. I understand that. I am not upset with you. If anything, I'm annoyed that every time I seem to talk to you, you make it sound like I'm being mean to you. I haven't been upset about anything, really. Maybe a little at my fighting game friends. But that isn't your fault, and I can separate that. Why are you upset at them? That is a conversation that will require a lot of explanation. Huh? Not conductive to text. Okay. TLDR of it, and there's a lot of it, but TLDR is, none of them would join or hang out with this guy! This guy! Oh my god. No one will hang out with me. Wah. Shut the fuck up, bitch! Shut the fuck up! What a fucking baby, dude. Who cares? You're a grown adult! No one has to play fucking video games with you all the time. No one has to fucking play in your playpen all the time, dude. Fucking tired of this shit. So fucking dumb. What I've been reading for the past hour is, I can't play with you. Shut up! What a fucking, you're a grown man, dude. Jesus. Fuck! Alright. It's just so dumb! Guys, don't you think this is just so fucking dumb, dude? No one wants to hang out with me. So oh my god, okay, I'll chill. Oh my god. Alright. People are like trying to fucking relax to this shit. My voice and my reading, and then I just scream. But seriously, it's fucking crazy. What's up, Ricky? How you doing? Did you take your medicine? Oh my god, that line was so fucking dumb from earlier. Glad you've been watching all this time, Zachary. I appreciate it. Okay. None of them want to hang out with me to the level they have with you, except for Harm and Brent. It used to hurt my feelings, but then it just got super fucking bad. When I brought you around, but that isn't your fault. I don't know if it's just because you're a girl or not, or some other shit like that. Yeah, this guy's literally like crying about fucking playing games. Oh my, guys. Look at the, holy shit. Didn't he say this was gonna be TLDR? Oh my god. But honestly, the entire thing has left a sour taste in my mouth, and at the end of the day, combining my friend groups has given me less and less time with any of them. Or the feeling of being welcomed. Or sought out by them. Then stop being a fucking baby bitch and fucking say, yo, you want to hang out. And then if they say, yeah, maybe at a different time I'm busy, then be like, okay, I'll hang out with you then. And go on to the next friend group. If you have so many fucking friend groups, I'm sure one of them will want to hang out with you. Jesus. I'm sure one of them will want to fucking coddle your baby ass. God. And I'm the autistic one. Like, what? Jeez. Basically, all the shit I have been afraid of happening is just happening, just like I knew it would. So if I seem upset about anything, it's because my continued existence and fate I am bound to. Just because I see all this coming doesn't mean I'm immune to it. There's a lot more to say. But that's the gist. As soon as my games end, that goddamn percentage will reign supreme. It's already happening. I just hope it would be different this time. But anyways, like I said, it's not your fault. Enjoy your stream with Baru. You're probably away right now, or busy with your dogs, or doing something else right now. I'm not sure how to feel, I guess. It just kind of hurts a bit and makes me not want to go in that Discord. I don't know how to help you feel better, so I apologize. Lol, you can't. And it's not your responsibility. I'll just slowly stop going in there. And then no one will notice or care anymore. It's not like people are going to seek me out. You made new friends and you were welcome there. That's not true. I'm not trying to interfere with that. Arcanium. You've got some fucking heavy brain goblins. That is the understatement of the year, my friend. Momo. This has happened before multiple times. I literally have the statistics on it. You think people don't care? That's all you like to focus on. Out of all the canceled games, you know how many have sent me a message? To check up on me? Or to ask to spend time with me? This is not a phantom in my head. This is reality. Maybe you need to stop making statistics on your friendships. Momo is spitting facts right now, dude. She is spitting fucking facts, dude. Where's the percentage that this person likes me? Blah, 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 blah. Stop. It's a waste of time. And it doesn't help anyone. Maybe that's the cycle of you just looking at these numbers you make and assume it'll happen again to satisfy the urge to punish yourself. Dude, Momo is spitting fucking facts. Momo's popping off. Put him in his place. Ignoring reality, you will just make it hurt worse, lol. You are a great and wonderful person, and it pains me to see you cause yourself pain. What? I'm not causing myself pain, Momo. This process prevents the damage. I want you to just enjoy your life. Or at least, oh, this is a long one. Or at least lessens it. Well, that's a nice sentiment, but that's not how things work. I have ran for I have ran for 36 people over the last three. I have ran for 36 people over the last 3 years. 6 of them message me on a monthly-esque basis. 18 have not messaged me since the games ended. These are real things. They represent reality. People message and seek out people they care about, not lamenting it. I expect it to happen, but I am human and I get sad. Maybe I get sad because I can see it, but I cannot see it. But like I said, it's not your fault. Man, I didn't mean to dump this on you. That was not my intention. Please have a good day. I'm not upset. Don't worry about me. I'm down for Valheim tomorrow. Finally, we get back to fucking Valheim. I worry about you a lot. Tell me not to worry about you isn't possible. You are my friend. Not best anymore? Lol. Sorry, that sounded funny in my head. Try not to worry so much. Alright. I regret letting him control how I felt about my friends, but he always had a way of making me think it was my idea. Classic manipulator move. I realize now that the ways he influenced my perception of my friends and other people was simply to make sure that I would be around when he needed me. Then, when he got his bolster of support, he would leave. Thursday night, August 26th, Arcadum... Okay, so this is... So in the last allegation, Arcadum called the girl on August 25th, and now he's calling the same girl about the same thing, or a different girl about the same thing the next day. He called me and told me that things had happened with his girlfriend, and that he was going to block and ban all the girls he had been involved or close with. He asked me to leave the discourse we had in common so he could salvage the relationship with his significant other, and I obliged, devastated that I was going to lose my best friend. But I wanted to support him in his choice to work in life. Okay, if your best friend wants to cut off connection with you for something like that, they're not your friend. Like, they're not a good friend. So, just a little life advice for you guys. It was not until later when I was approached by other women who he had forcibly removed that he was simply trying to sweep all of his wrongdoing under the rug to salvage his reputation with his community. This broke my heart. Hearing all the things he had done to them made me feel sick, as if this was some horrible dream that I would wake up and could go back to believing he was an incredible man. That unfortunately was not true. Over the last few days, I have had to face unsurfaced trauma with 10 plus other women, all in realization that he was not a good man. I am writing this not to garner sympathy. I do not want people to feel bad for me. I just do not want this for the cycle to repeat down the road. Pretty sure with this warning it might not, but let's hope it actually doesn't. I want to know that without a shred of doubt, I can recount my experiences with the intent to prevent them from happening again, of how he groomed me, which she doesn't mean in the underage way, she just means in like the manipulated way, and how he manipulated me so deeply that it began to affect my life outside of our friendship. I no longer 8-year fiance. Damn. That was the girlfriend. Damn. Okay. I no longer want him to have the ability to disguise his predatory actions with comfort and commandeer and care. Comfort of I don't know how to say that word. I want to apologize to all the friends I made along the way that I thought ill of or pushed away, as I now understand I was only doing so because I was gaslit to believe it was the right thing to do. I hope in the future I can start the healing process of our friendships. Goodbye, our Arcadum. Be good, be better. Alright, so that was Momo and her experience. Pretty similar to Kelly's experience, although a lot less sexual. It is more of like a friendship type thing. Next, we have Somersault's story. Alright. Alright. Here we go. This is number 3. We are 2 hours into the stream. We are on number 3 of 10. And possibly more. So, let's continue. My experience with Arcadum and his business. First of all, I am not nearly as personally affected as the other women who are hurt by him. I highly implore you to seek out the other stories and read them and give them your support, which is what we are doing. I am first going to talk about my personal experiences with Arcadum. Some of the things I'm going to talk about were said in calls, so they will not have documentation. Please believe what you will. Again, to reiterate more, a lot of people involved have many different stories. This is what I personally experienced from him. My main problems began with Arcadum a couple of years, or around a year ago, when the tire groups formed and had their first few sessions. It was an overall great experience, and even though things are a bit of a shit show now, I'm still grateful for that experience. All of the members of the tire groups were amazing people who are extremely sweet and kind. So of course, a lot of us in the tire groups made friends with one another. We even did stuff like have a Shadow X Heart of Turi Among Us crossover. It was a lot of fun, and I was able to make a lot of new friends because of it. It was during this period that I started to hang out with a lot of new people I met in the Terry's groups. These mainly being person X and Y. If you know, you know. I will not be dragging more people into this. They were just good people who I got along great with. After hanging out with them for a bit, I occasionally got DMs from Arcadum asking me if I was romantically interested in either of them. This felt very off-putting to me, because that was, first of all, a very personal question from out of the blue. Secondly, it was none of his business. But I was not romantically interested in either of them, and just wanted to be friends. So I told Arcadum such. He would go on to ask me the same question a few more times, so I continued to hang out with those people, which I said each time, or every time, that we were just friends. He would even at times follow me into VR chat parties, which we would have. He would request to join the lobby off of me, and say things like, I don't want you in the bad crowd of VR chat. I don't want you with those. Dude, VR chat, for those of you who don't know, let's look up what VR chat is, alright? Oops. VR chat. So VR chat is where we go. VR chat is filled with people like this, you know, and people like this, characters like this. Kermit the Frog is in VR chat. So, when we're talking about the bad crowd of VR chat, what he's protecting people from is Kermit the Frog and Ugandan Knuckles. You don't want to be with the bad crowd of VR chat. You don't want to be with Winnie the Pooh over there smoking a blunt. You don't want to be with Green Sonic the Hedgehog. He's a bad guy. Like, what the fuck is he talking about, bro? That's just fucking cringe. Alright. As I continued to hang out with those people, Arcadum then approached me one day, those bad VR people, that evil Kermit the Frog, asking me why we don't hang out as often. A phrase that I would get very familiar with, as he would do this without putting any effort into hang out himself. He said that since he introduced me to Heart of Terror, I didn't spend as much time with him, which I can admit I wasn't. This was partially because he was busy, because keep in mind this guy's a content creator, a streamer, so he's not always available. But also because I was having fun with new friends that I just made. I said as much, and he continued to mention that I did not seek him out specifically to hang out with. The conversation died there, and he wouldn't bring it up again. And he said he wouldn't bring it up again. Very important distinction. Later that month, I invited him to a D&D group that I wanted to run. It included a bunch of my friends, like Person X, and people that I hung out with. One night, while I was hanging out with a few people from that group, they started asking about my world, that being, I guess, the VR chat world. So I was enthused and explained what the world was like a little bit. So we also had someone that had never played before, so we walked them through character building. Hopefully they picked Kermit the Frog with a blunt. That's personally my favorite. By example of some of the others building their own characters. It kind of turned into an impromptu session 0, but nothing super official yet. Impromptu session 0 of the D&D stuff. I still had a lot to talk to the group about as a whole. While we did this little impromptu session, we pinged Arcadum in the Discord to see if he was still interested in playing. He was offline at the time, so we didn't get a response from him. So we didn't actually do anything relating to the plot or story. Oh, I know what this is building up to. This is going to be cringe from Arcadum. If it is what I think it's building up to. Other than just me talking a bit about what the world was like and helping some people build their characters. A few days later, I spoke to Arcadum and brought up the impromptu session 0 because he never responded to the ping. Then he proceeded, in my eyes, to throw a tantrum of sorts that he wasn't there. Yep, that's what I thought it was. Having a little baby fit again. Wah, you didn't play with me. Wah, I want to play with my toys. Again. Fucking baby, dude. The conversation started about him wanting to watch something with me and turned into just a mess. The next day, when we sat down to watch the show, he vocally berated me again. Or berated me a bit. Again, this is not something that I have text evidence of, as it happened in a voice call. I can only provide half of the story. It seems in line with the other stuff he's done, so I'm going to be inclined to believe her. Anyways, you guys can choose to believe what you want. But obviously this is all alleged, so. He scolded me in a sense for not hanging out with him as much, and how he could tell I was choosing to hang out with others over him. He would tell me there was no point in lying about the fact because he could tell. He then went on to say things such as he made my friends for me. And that without the game, I would never talked to them to begin with. So he's claiming responsibility over her friendships. A little cringe, a little weird, a little baby behavior. For the rest of the call, I had to pretty much just sit in shame as he said that to me while pretending like I was okay. I felt at that time I deserved to be yelled at for being a bad friend or something. Oh, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. That is mean. Okay. After the incident, Arcadum continued to act like it never happened and would be chummy with me. Over the next few months, and even since then, I kept my distance because I don't want to experience an incident like that again. But I would still get the occasional, why don't we hang out more? And I'm sad messages from him. I'm sad. I just want to play with. I then figured out that he only spoke to me when he wanted pity or he wanted someone to pat his back. Okay. Arcadum's business ethics. So now we're getting into some new territory. What was he like in business settings? You don't do enough work for me. Well, probably something along those lines. I want to talk about how he runs things, because many people do not see what goes on behind all of the smoke and mirrors. I will first give my experience and speak on what I know about what is going on. Arcadum refuses to be reprimanded his players for not doing the required preparations to play in his D&D games. This has happened much more frequently in this phase of his games. He has been making tokens for Arcadium. Map tools is very janky and requires a little bit of coding to make all the various macros work well. It's not just a simple process of linking a picture and calling it a day. It does take quite a bit of work, especially if you want to do your job well. It should also be said that the tokens and the map tools are the main way to play the game besides the player having their character sheets preparated. So, for those of you who don't play D&D, I don't play D&D either, but from what I can gather about D&D, it's like an IRL game, so it's like an IRL board game, but you like role play certain characters and then you like figure out their power by doing dice levels, and it's kind of like a what's the word? I have a word in my head. It's like a impromptu, or it's like an improv. It's like an improv board game type thing. And I assume when you're doing it online, you gotta kind of like replicate the board pieces, and that is kind of what she's talking about here with map tools. I could be wrong. Yeah, improv story. Yeah, I could be wrong. Tabletop RP game. Yeah, yep. So that's what I think the map tools thing is. Anyways, sometimes I would be given the information to make these tokens for Arcadium only hours before the sessions. Anyone who has had strict deadlines can understand how hard it can be to be told that you need to rush a job on task. As if that wasn't bad enough, all of the players would eventually... Not all of the players would actually even finish building their characters before the first session. That means I would not only be given the information to make these characters for people in other campaigns that I did not know. Maybe 12 hours before the session was about to take place. Once I even had to make tokens 2 hours before the session. I cannot say enough how stressful it is to try and do all that from scratch, especially with some players not even filled in their character sheets, especially with the deadline so short. I cannot express how many players did not finish their sheets. It felt like I had to build their entire characters for them. Some had only picked their class and nothing else. While this is more so a complaint on the players, Arcadium refused to push back sessions or just give proper information that we needed in a timely manner to actually run his sessions. So yeah, I'm not too familiar with D&D, so I don't really know what all of that translates to in terms of how much work she's putting in and how little time, but it seems like, he's overworking her, and I'll kind of take her at her word with that. Maybe some of you guys in chat have a better understanding of what that actually entails. Anyways, I should also mention that me doing this was also unpaid work. I was volunteering my time and still having to deal with the strict deadlines put on me by Arcadium's lack of planning. To add on how untimely he is, this phase introduced a bunch of new special overlays. Arcadium refused to push back sessions for players, and because of this, I have heard that the players who work on the overlays were only given extreme harsh time frames. These overlays take a lot of time and work, but instead of pushing back sessions, the artists are expected to meet deadlines instead. Now, Arcadium is a D&D streamer, so I assume all of this work that she's talking about goes into his live streams, which he profits off of, and now these people are doing work extremely fast for no pay. Seems kind of fucked up. But again, I don't really know the circumstances behind or around like D&D preps for live streams, but it seems like he's benefiting a lot from their unpaid work, so that kind of sucks. But again, I'm not super familiar with D&D. Continuing on with Arcadium's rush jobs, he often needs to rush art jobs. He forgets to place art orders for sessions, so he would just put them in 12 to 10 hours before the session was supposed to begin. This was extremely stressful for the artist, even to the point where they tried to speak to him about it, but the rush orders continued to come in. This is unprofessional. Arcadium has done things such as go into an unofficial artist Discord, invite a TV star friend into his server, then talk about a TV show he wants to make. He did this by making a channel called Call list rose concepts, NDA, don't talk about it. Not only was this unprofessionally done in a fan Discord, one that Arcadum does not own and does not control, but simply has mod privileges in, a place that was an artist hangout, but he dragged an actual celebrity into the server, then made a channel called NDA assuming that was enough. All without asking the actual owners of the fan server if he's okay to do that. He just seems dumb. He just seems stupid. This guy seems like a complete, like, man-child. Okay. I was also given general concerns for people working with him as part of his larger business. If you are working as part of VRM or his larger team, please take care of yourselves and make sure that you are receiving and signing the appropriate documentation that is required for independent contractors. Make sure to do your own research and protect yourself. And if you feel like you haven't gotten the proper documentation from Arcadum's team, make sure you contact a professional as soon as possible. Please check here for more information. And then she just links to what you can do to, like, help. I'm not going to read that, but yep. Firing female employees and removing female streamers that you tried to pursue does not fix the issues that have arisen. It's just pushing everyone to the curb. I refuse to pity a man who does not know how to respect women in his community, let alone all of the people who work for him in his craft. I'm done. I want out. Oh, God. And now we have the evidence. Okay. Hey, this is from February 5th. Hey, I was wondering, why don't you ask to hang out with me? Why don't you ask to hang out with me? I didn't mean to bring you down or anything, but I constantly feel like I am the person no one wants to hang out with or spend time with. I wonder why. And I don't know why, but I felt like when I introduced you to Heart of Tyre, it seemed to me that you would just spend time so much with Whoops and Tate, and I hope it's not some untoward jealousy. But I feel awful about it, and I don't know why. It's been a week since you messaged me, and I honestly want a friend in you, Summer. But I feel like that no matter how much I want that, it's not what you want. And I'm sorry to bring it up. Honestly, I feel like I should let it go. Sorry to dump on you. Dude, I am your friend, and I would love to hang out with you, man. I just don't want to bug you. I recently hung out with Tate. And still hang out with Whoops. Is it because we just get along? I was able to talk to people and have fun hanging out. I love hanging out with everyone. I'd love to do more shit and play games with you. But you don't like inviting myself to things. And never know when you want / have time to do things. Love you, man. And you are and always will be my friend. Rip that. I don't know why you think I'm not your friend. And I love you to death, man. I love being around you and hanging out with you. This guy seems like a really likable person in voice call. It's a shame he turned out like this for people who want to be friends with him, but, you know, some people are just pieces of shit, I guess. Arcadum responds, you say these things and yet you don't ask to hang out with me? Oh my god. You don't seek me out. Whoops hosted a meetup in VR chat and you showed up, and oh doubt he asked to invite you specifically. There's only so many times. Oops, I accidentally clicked off of the entire thing. There's only so many times I can take that I care about you, I want to hang out with you, but then the amount of people he's saying this to, but then you don't actually want to do it. I know I'm busy, but hell, just the request would be fine, even if I can't do it. and would have to say I can't. I'm glad you get along with them. I can't help but feel once Heart of Tyre ends, you won't speak or spend time with me again, just like the hundreds of players before. Hundreds. And even though that is the cost of what I do, I was just hoping that it wouldn't have to be that way this time. I am truly glad to have helped you make some friends that make you happy and that you cared about. This will be the last time I'll bring it up. I am sorry if I caused you distress. Weirdo. Do you think, like, this guy will ever... Like, with how he's talking to all these people, do you think this guy actually has, like, one legitimate friend? Does he have any friends? Okay, this is them talking about the session 0 we talked about earlier, him getting jealous. Oh my god, that's gonna be funny. It's all good, I understand. That is pretty much it, just an impromptu session 0, so my brain fried itself. Oh, so I guess I'm not involved with that then. We added you and you didn't reply. Where? We still have a room in that one, and in the D&D chat in that server. I was away today, Summer. I wasn't on my Discord. It was yesterday. You said you just did an impromptu session 0. Lol, why? What? Because they were all there and we wanted to work on characters. It wasn't a meeting or anything like that, just making the characters and stuff. Just forget it. Have fun. I wanted to, I just can't make plans until after I'm done with everything. Yeah, we don't plan to start for a long time anyways. That's why there's still a lot of time. That we were just excited and wanted to, you know, make characters. You are still more than welcome because we have a long way to go still. Whatever, don't worry about it. Well, I am now, so just let me know if you want to join and play. After endgame and all of that, you are welcome to. Don't worry about it, just play. Actually, you know what? Don't worry about it tomorrow either. I don't want to interrupt things. Dude, hold up. Dude! Hold up. Hold up. I'm sorry, I slept through it a couple days ago. We are watching shit tomorrow, you weren't interrupting shit. They just wanted to ask questions, so I was there to answer them. You are welcome to join a campaign. I want to watch shit with you, period. It's fine, your internet died on Sunday, so this is whatever. LOL, so you had something planned tomorrow? You know what? Just forget it. What? No, what? I stayed here with my phone, waiting on a message from you all night. While I did other things. So sad. So fucking sad. When did I say I had something planned for tomorrow? I said that I had to do work tonight. And if we didn't watch stuff tonight, then tomorrow for sure. Lol. And that work was the impromptu D&D shit, which by definition wasn't planned. And you could have messaged me and let me know. What? She did. What? Are you dumb? I wasn't just doing that. I was doing my class and schoolwork. Oh. Yeah. It isn't just about fucking video games, Arcadum. Arcadum. Dumb. People have real lives. People have fucking school to do. People have shit to do outside of the fucking internet and going on little VR chats, huh? Like, I'm a full-time YouTuber and even I know that shit. Fucking dummy. It's fine. It's whatever. I don't want with one of my friends. I don't want to fight with one of my friends about it. You do whatever you like. I hope you feel better. What with the sickness and illness and all that. Okay. Okay. Evidence it's him. Okay. That is allegation number 3. Twit longer number 3. Next, we have Naomi's story, the Arcadum experience. The Arcadum experience. We are on allegation 4 now. The first one took an hour and a half. These last two have taken half an hour, luckily. Let's see how long this one takes. This is going to be a video soon. I might make a Twitter versus on this. I'm going to leave the stream VOD up. I might cut it up in the same way I did for Twitter versus, Chris Chan, but this is so long, I might make like a little highlights video. I don't know. Regardless, this VOD is going to be staying public, and we'll see what arises afterwards. Alright. The Arcadum experience. Thank you all for coming to read my story. Watch my recordings. Ooh, we got recordings! And hear my support to friends who are also struggling through worse problems with the same person. You all know that I keep my nose out of drama as much as possible, but from what I've seen, some of my dearest friends have been treated so horrendously over the past week and beyond that, the past 2 years, that I cannot stay silent any longer. I'm going to be concise with sharing my perspective along with the evidence. It's been really hard trying to parse through all of this and support other women while attending a family member's funeral. Aw, I feel bad. Well, rest in peace to your family member, Naomi. My condolences. And I've been in the perpetual cycle of breaking down and coping. I'll do my best here, so forgive me if anything is worded poorly. If it needs clarification, I will address it. On issues. January 19th, 2020. Okay. Alright. Okay. Here we go. Naomi, so excited. Arkham. That I just can't hide it. Naomi. I have a loop of those 2 lines for like 2 minutes straight as an alert. You got me on those questions in the last message, though. I'm going to put in a bit of work off stream for something. We will be yes, and for 2 days total. 2 days have passed, or will be bleak for 2 days. 2 days have passed. Alright, thank you very much. Okay, so this is like art he's commissioning, I guess. Mask of Shades. Hell yeah. Elias is working on the final draft thing, so I'll have art for you tomorrow. Feels really good, man. Tomorrow is going to be a good day. It so is. I feel like I have so much pressure on me right now. I feel pretty good about it. I wish I didn't have all this negativity on me. Negativity? Also, sorry, I'm in call right now, so I can't super respond well, but I will after. Okay, never mind. Feel free to send a message that I will absolutely get back to you. Also, I am done with this call soon. Alright, I am free and ready to respond. Is the negativity just pressure on yourself and that feeling of you not being good enough? Or is it something or someone external? Because if you're happy with the pressure on you, it is obviously separate that there's negativity on you. Mostly the negativity I feel from home, I guess. I feel pretty frustrated most of the time. When it's time to rest and relax. Oh, heck. Is everything alright with Tiff? Is it family stuff? So Tiff, I guess, is his girlfriend. Yeah, things between us haven't been good lately. It's something that has been going on for about a year. Pretty much, ever since she basically fooled around on me. There's a lot of history in it. And to be honest, I've been struggling with happiness for a while. Thank you, NASCOR, for being a member. I appreciate it. Right. 2. Okay. Can we zoom in or yeah? Jeez. Oh yeah, and thank you. Oh, thank you so much for the 50 to the cause. I appreciate it. There's a lot of history in it, and to be honest, I've been struggling with happiness for a while. Sorry to dump this on you. No, it's very understandable. It's also the messages in Ma right now and Brian. That really sucks to hear. It's a hard thing to go through, understandably. Some people can never fully get over it or forgive it. You definitely do a good job of hiding it, whether it's for stream or not, but it doesn't sound healthy. Have you been communicating well? There's a lot to catch up on, but essentially she doesn't want to change or do anything, and yet another has gone by and she hasn't married me. So I'm pretty distraught about it. Are you engaged? I thought you were already married, honestly. Negative. We've been engaged for 8 years. Oh wow, that's a very long time. I'm sure that frustration keeps building too. Was her fooling around very serious? 7 years into an engagement doing that is pretty shitty. I'm so sorry to hear that. It was ERP in the living room. Oh my god. Well, apparently he's jacking off with the other girl, so... They may not seem like much, but it broke our rule. So ERP is like erotic roleplay, so it's like fapping in VR or what the fuck ever. Or the living world, not the living room? Wait. ERPing IRL? I don't know what he's saying. Whatever. She was jacking off, I guess, with someone. And it really hurt me. No, if it's a boundary crossed, it's a boundary crossed. Even people in open relationships have boundaries, like not being with specific people, and you might think, oh, are they polyamorous? And you might think, well, if they can sleep. Oh yeah, you can't see that. Well, if they can sleep with anyone, why is it so bad that they sleep with that one person? That's trust you put down, lines of faith and respect, and if they're broken, that's a lot. But yeah, it's like I have just been sad all the time. Shit. I was just telling the friend I was in call with about your DMing, linking him to our campaign and everything. And one thing I said is that you've been a DM for so many years. And the only two things your heart has room for is a D&D and Tiffany. I'm sorry, man. If you ever need to vent, I'm happy to listen. I don't think I could offer much advice, and I especially don't want to give any unsolicited, but at least I could offer an ear. It's a very hard situation to be in. You deserve to be happy, and it sucks to not be on the same wavelength as your significant other. Not to mention that she won't care of her health problems. She won't take care of her health problems, and even after I keep telling her to, she won't. Oh geez, are they serious? Yeah, they are. It's like we get free healthcare because military, but she just keeps making excuses. That's absolutely ridiculous. Does she not value her health at all? Her life? Also, unrelated small image, blah, blah, blah. These girls are like way too nice to this guy, Jesus. What the heck? Living world is a VR world. Okay, thank you for the clarification. I'm not VR savvy. Okay. The Black Pantheon creeps in. Man, do you know what you're going to do about all of this? It doesn't sound like a situation you can just leave hanging. It won't solve itself. But solving people problems can be one of the hardest things. I have no other choice. I really still care about her, but man, she makes it hard to. You always have choices. Some of them are just sad and difficult. Some may require a different approach. All are exhausting in a situation where you really shouldn't be having issues, but should be having happiness and love and support. Yeah, it's a lot to deal with. But right now, I am just trying to get my stream to the point that I can be proud of myself. Let me know if there's anything I can do, dude. At the very least, you shouldn't have to shoulder the entire burden alone. And I will always promise confidentiality, of course. And now I'm rating this 2,000 people. I'm going to be ready to stream right now. But if there's a need, I will make time. And hopefully your crazy, successful stream can be a source of great confidence, inner strength, and pride. Have a good stream. And hey, I mean it, alright? I know how hard shit like that can be, and how desperate and lonely it can feel. When I was in a situation like that, friends definitely pulled me out of the hole I was in. You are a most hell yeah brother, pal. And if you want to talk it out, or want company while working or whatever, if I'm awake, it'll happen. Oh hey, before I start, I was gonna ask. I plan on starting to go ham on my fitness tomorrow. Season 2, fresh start, fresh workout and health ethic. Want to join my pact? Yo, how you doing today, my friend? Wait. Wait. So he complains about people not messaging him, but he left her. He didn't reply for 3 hours. Now, normally I wouldn't critique that, but like, with how needy this guy is, what the fuck? Okay, D&D starting in 5 minutes. Oh, sweet. I'll be there watching. Adventure. Hey man, my hands smell like smoke, ashes, and ink. I want to send this over before the campaign, because it might be a pain in the ass to read in the moment. And then this is just like... I can't read cursive. I'm not gonna read that. Fuck it. Fuck it. Wait. Was that? Oh. We have more. Alright. One day out of nowhere, Arcadum started venting about his domestic issues. Normally a fine and normal thing between friends. However, this kind of conversation that preceded a lot of what felt like pity baiting and pressuring to engage in lewd behavior with me. And also a lot of the other girls that are speaking out. More on this below. Pent Up, June 14th, 2020. Here's proof that it's him. And here are the messages. Here we go. This is number 2 now? No, this is number 4. Yeah, it was rare to hear him speak up about some things yesterday, but again, I was only there for like 5 minutes. Had a hot date to run and all. Omega lol. I can't sleep myself. I feel fucking miserable. Because of what you said, or rather the discussion you participated in. A little of that, but mostly my relationship problems and going through this break. Oh shit, we never got to talk about that. I figured that was a problem. I figured that was the problem that was getting you down a little while ago when you asked to chat. Yeah, I'm dealing with so much right now. Well, I'm dealing with so much I can feel like I'm going to crack. I remember you saying that there was room for 2 things in your heart, her and D&D. If one of those things is wavering, a huge part of your emotional support system has taken a toll. If you need to take a break, everyone will understand. Or lessen your workload. If you were taking on more work than you can reasonably handle to try and bury yourself in, it might actually happen. I am just tired of feeling so alone, to be honest. Coupled with how unattractive I feel because of her lack of interest. Shut the fuck up, you dumb bitch. You whiny ass fucking cunt. And I am just miserable. I'm so miserable. It's so sad. That's so sad. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be feeling alone in a relationship. If you don't mind me asking, what's the current situation? This guy's like walking self-pity, dude. The last time we talked about it, you guys were just working through some bad feelings after her infidelity. Also, thank you guys for getting the campaign to like $400. It's really cool. I think it was at $200 before I started streaming, so we have $200 towards charity right now. Let's go. Let's go. Congrats, everybody. Let's see where this is at. If you don't mind me asking, what's your current situation? The last time we talked about it, you guys were just working through some bad feelings after her infidelity. And that was a while ago. Well, she bought drugs from my father, whom I hate. Lied to me about it, and when I confronted her, she hit me. So that's what I was dealing with. Oh no, that's fucking awful. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I feel so fucking awful right now. Man, are drugs taking up her life right now? She's self-medicating her bipolar disorder. Ah, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Nope. And now that I basically just sit around alone and unwanted in the prime of my goddamn life, I feel so ugly, man. That's a real tough one. Even more with the bipolar disorder and taking drugs, but Jesus, I hate this self-doubt. When you have your heart fixed on one person and they don't want you for whatever reason, it's easy to feel a lot of self-doubt. And then some. Have you considered parting ways? Trying to find someone whose heart and body you can connect with. Not years ago, but now. Well, we are on break, but I doubt anyone would ever want me, man. Oh my god. This is such a multifaceted problem, you know? Because if you have a lot of self-doubt, you're probably not putting yourself out there. And a lot of the time, the feelings you have about yourself are very visible to others. But if you're primarily interested in women, even if looks are your biggest concern, it's really important to note that so many women rated looks pretty damn low on the importance scale. An emotional connection comes first, and someone that can make them laugh. Yeah. So, all subjective thoughts aside, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and if you love yourself and carry yourself well, there will be people who find you attractive as hell. Even if you think absolutely nothing of your looks, there are many people you could potentially connect with. Very good advice, Naomi. Very, 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 very good advice. Naomi is spitting facts right now. Hell yeah. Very, very good advice. Too bad this guy is too dumb to take it properly. Alright. Whew. What a fucking marathon so far, eh? I'm almost 3 hours in. We're not even on the halfway mark. But we're standing strong. I just want to be able to relax, to like relieve this constant pressure. Because I feel like I'm being pressed in from all sides. In all honesty though, I'm still trying to stay positive. The stream is doing well. Really, the most important physical things are dressing in clean clothes that suit you, making sure you are cleaned and groomed, your teeth... She's acting like a mom right now. It's nice though. Your teeth are clean, etc. Physical hygiene over looks. Because if you're a person stanky, it doesn't matter how good they look. And that's something I earned. Well, I have nice hair, I think. And yes, of course. It's a totally natural human need. And you have a person from who you've come to expect love, support, intimacy. So it's suddenly being taken away in the worst ways, and it's an awful feeling. Yeah, it is. It's wonderful how well the stream is going because you definitely do deserve it. And don't discount all of the quarantining and crises of the past few months. Those take a huge emotional toll on everyone, whether we notice it or not. There is a lot of human interaction gone down the drain. And it's replaced by VR chat, Kermit the Frog's fapping to anime girls. So then you need it even more from people you still have close to you. It's like your romantic and physical support batteries are at zero. So you can't expect yourself to be operating at 100% on this. It makes perfect sense and is extremely reasonable, all your feelings about it. Yeah, it's true. For the first time ever, I actually went to OnlyFans! No! He went to OnlyFans! He watched some of that Belle Delphine pussy, dude. No! Oh god, OnlyFans. No! Because someone from VRChat had one, and I was thinking to myself, like, what it would be like to seek companionship and honesty if I just could... Guys in chat, single men, horny boys, never subscribe to someone's OnlyFans thinking that you're going to have a meaningful relationship with them. Come on, that's not how you meet girls. You don't meet girls by subscribing to their OnlyFans, guys, okay? OnlyFans, no offense to people who like are subscribed to OnlyFans, but it only, in my opinion, like the mentally healthy way to do that, if you are going to subscribe to an OnlyFans, is only use it for a fap. Only use it for a quick fap. That's it. You cannot try to have a meaningful relationship with a girl through OnlyFans, number one, because you're paying them. So obviously there's like a weird power dynamic there. She sees you as a customer, not a partner. And second off, relationships should not be based solely on like sex or sex shouldn't be the main foundation of a relationship, in my opinion. Now that's my personal opinion. But I really just don't think that. Yeah, there's so many reasons why it's wrong, guys. Come on. Don't do that. I'm saying this for your own good. I don't want to see any of you guys in chat confessing your love to Amaranth on her OnlyFans, okay? I don't want to see any of you guys doing that shit. All right? Okay. What is next? OnlyFans. Where's the OnlyFans part? Naomi says, how come? He says, I don't know, I just need physical release. But I also need to know the person. That's weird. Well, yeah, just do it with someone you don't know. Like, it just complicates things if you do that. I don't know. Anyways, so the anonymity of it is sort of self-defeating, for me at least. Oh, I thought you were referring to seeking companionship as in looking for a new mate. Yeah, no, that absolutely makes sense, talking about it in an anonymous connection like that. A lot of people on OnlyFans, most I think, are just digital anyway. Well, finding a new mate would be a step further than the you expect to have a... Don't subscribe to an OnlyFans thinking you're gonna be their husband. Like, Jesus. Right now, I am just... Okay. Right now, I am just, like, so stressed out and lonely that I think I would just need something to help me get through day to day. But now that I say that out loud, it seems pathetic. Yeah, it is pathetic. You need an OnlyFans girl to get you through the fucking day, bro. What? Also a little creepy. I don't know. But have you considered trying to connect with someone connect more with anybody in your community? Not viewers, but like anyone you consider a friend or someone who could be, anyone you've worked with or played with. I'm sure a lot of people are just so aware that you have TIFF that they wouldn't even consider it, Also, I don't think that you've made the break public knowledge, but a lot of people avoid situations like that too because they still want to respect both people in the break and don't want to get into something that sounds like it'll end when a break is over. It's not pathetic at all or creepy at all. It's both an emotional and physical human need. It's not public, no. As for the break ending, I have no idea about that. I didn't want to get backlash on her. As for someone that I know, I have no idea who would be interested in me. Any woman that is. I don't really feel very vulnerable as I don't really feel very valuable as a man right now. So there are some important steps that you would need to take care of. Get into the game, Unless you decide to just go out into the real world and try to meet people that are entirely outside of D&D. That's a great suggestion. Then it's a non-issue because no one knows about you or Tiff. But it depends how you want to proceed, right? Because if you have been there, because if you've been here talking about your devotion to Tiff, not showing interest in others and making it clear basically that you were taken, of course no one is ever going to even consider whether they would be interested or not, because you were simply unavailable. And most people respect that label. So a lot of people won't let themselves start some form of interest in someone that's unavailable. That's true. And if you haven't been speaking closely to a lot of people, having small group hangouts or one-on-one hangouts with people and forming those emotional connections, there also hasn't been any room for anyone to show interest. Just like you can't think of anyone right now. Because if you had been putting yourself out there, or if people thought you were single, you were making yourself available to grow closer with people. Surely there would be some people you could think of right now. But it's never an immediate thing. It's a process. Honestly, my confidence where it is, I doubt it. Especially if you want... what you want is an emotional connection with someone before anything else. But I get what you're saying. The physical need is a constant burden on me, and I can't relax because of it. You fucking coomer. Sings. I'm not gonna sing. My throat hurts too much. Just you and your hand tonight. I guess so, lol. Kalinka. Damn, I don't have the libido emote here. But I also want to say this. Of course, this is my subjective opinion, just like everybody has a subjective opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with your genetically passed down looks. You've mentioned multiple times that you want to lose weight. If that's something that's keeping you from feeling confident, then that's something important to work on. You'll probably feel physically a lot better too because of the dopamine from working out. Hell, Arnold Schwarzenegger says pumping iron makes him feel like he's coming day and night in interview. Because of the built-up confidence, you'll probably do wonders for being able to connect with people in whatever capacity you decide to. Chat, go on. I didn't say the N-word. I was trying to make sure it didn't sound like that. And at the end of the day, if you don't love yourself, yeah, someone else loving you can help. But it'll never be entirely fulfilling. And if they're ever not there, you'll feel crippled. Whatever it is that you need to make yourself happier, more confident, more fulfilled with yourself, you need to figure out those things and take the time to do them. Don't just drown yourself into work, because if you're not in a place where you are happy or confident to reach out to people, it's going to be really hard for you to reach out, for anyone to reach out to you. Exactly why people don't invite you to play video games. That's true. Thanks for listening, Naomi. You're a handsome chap. Looks aren't going to stop you if you make yourself available to people and start trying to make connections. Dank. I hope none of this was way too much or too wordy. It probably was, lol. But yeah, I'm really sad that you're going through all of this. It's a really hard situation. You deserve so much better. I'm also sorry for all the unsolicited advice. If you need someone to just listen next time, let me know. If you decide to take steps to try and connect with some new folks, I wish you the absolute best. It must be complicated when you don't want to say you're available due to keeping things private. I hope you have a good day. Hell yeah, brother. Thanks, Naomi. All right, now, excuse me. Now that we've read that, even though, this advice is being given to a piece of shit, loner, horrible person, the advice she gave there is really, really useful. And anybody who's listening to this, if you guys are having any issues in the same vein as what Arcadum is doing or whatever, you should definitely take Naomi's advice to heart there, because it actually is genuine good advice that she just gave. So yep, thank you for all the bless yous. I appreciate it. But yeah, definitely good advice for any of you guys listening who might have those issues, which is a normal issues to have. You don't have to just be, stupid ass Arcadum to have for that advice to be useful. All right. We have been discussing a recent stream Arcadum did when he suddenly started talking about how he's going through relationship problems, feels unattractive, how he wants to relieve pressure, how he needs to release, and how he still wants to keep him being single out of the public eye. I was very quick to jump into the supportive homie role because I didn't like where this was going. I recommended that he share the fact that he's single with the world, if he was so interested in finding a fuck buddy or partner, but of course, to this day, he's still calling his girlfriend his wife. It felt like an attempt to make me pity him to the point of doing something with him. This is what happened with a lot of other girls, although, for some of it went further. Read their stories, but it won't end here for me either. Alright. VR chat. I unfortunately don't have any evidence of this, as I don't think my good friend was going to put me in an uncomfortable position like this, up close and personal, and I wasn't streaming or recording. Take this as you will. I'm not putting too much weight on this, but this is my recollection of my experience in VR chat with Arcadum sometime between these conversations. I was in VR chat and Arcadum requested on me. We went over some pleasantries, and then we started talking about how pent up and repressed he was feeling. Dude, when they talk about opening up to each other in VR chat, I just can't help but imagine one person's an anime character and another person's a fucking Kermit smoking a blunt, and they're just having deep conversations. It's just so wacky, this whole VR chat world. Not hating on it, I just think it looks a little silly, but I'm sure they recognize that, people who go in VR chat and stuff. No offense to you guys at all, but it's just a little humorous. Um, he kept saying that he was so lonely. That he was desperate to feel like a man again. And asking me if I was lonely, if I was happy. He kept moving closer as he was saying these things. VR sexual boundaries, VR personal bubble is being invaded. I kept moving away and trying to shift the conversation and encouraging in a friendly direction. Okay, when people are in VR chat and like someone gets close to you, like Kermit comes up and like puts his webbed hand on your anime thigh, is that really like? Do you actually feel like someone's invading your personal space? To me, it feels more like, you're playing like a video game, and in the story, like, you're the main character and it's a first-person game and someone gives you a hug or something. That's what it feels like to me. Like, it's a character giving you, interacting with your other character. It doesn't, like, if you're in VR in those situations, does it actually invoke, like, the primal feeling of feeling uncomfortable? Like, I don't know. I'm asking because, like, I'm not making fun of people who it does. I just like, the physical sensation isn't there. Like, literally, you're in your room alone with the headset on. So, like, I don't know if if VR is like advanced enough so those feelings are like invoked when you come closer in personal space or whatever. I'm just not familiar with that because I don't do VR, So I don't know. But I guess apparently he does, according to this person. It's called Phantom Sense. Okay. Well, I'm not dismissing this experience. I'm just saying I don't personally understand it because I'm not experienced with it. So don't take this as like me making fun of anybody. Eventually he was like, all right, well, I gotta go. Because, like, I'm trying to, like, gauge his, like, social awareness. Like, is it socially acceptable to move into someone's personal space in VR chat? Obviously, in real life, it's not acceptable. But in VR chat, is it, like, different because the circumstances are different? Like, I don't know the social etiquette when it comes to, VR interaction. So. Eventually, he was like, all right, well, I gotta go. Just wanted to stop by and see how you were doing, I guess. When we hadn't talked about D&D or any stuff we used to have normal friendly conversations about, and he left. There was a second I'm sad and horny pity fest after the events on June 30th that ended similarly. Confession. June 30th. The confession. Here we go. Hey Naomi, I have something I wanted to talk to you about sometime. Good morning, I just woke up. Can get in call soon, or type now if that's preferred. It's something I'd like to set a time for. It's pretty important to me, and I would prefer to call rather than text. Maybe later tonight? Sure thing. Would you prefer now? Because I can get my PC now, or plan for pretty much whenever today. Let's shoot for after I wake up. I haven't slept yet. Ah, shit, sorry to hear that. Well, let me know when you're up. I'll likely be around, or I'll be within an hour of home. Sounds good. Sounds good to me, think, friend. Good luck with the sleep, buddy. Well, I barely got any sleep. Are you around and available? Sorry to hear that. Yeah, like in 2 minutes. Alright, I'm ready. Whenever you are, go for it. Call lasted 4 minutes. Only 4 minutes. Completely cocked. I wish you the best of luck, Naomi. Thank you. And thanks for telling me. I wish you the best of luck, too. Hey, friend. I just wanted to let you know that I'm still here for you if you want to talk or vent. You're great, and it sucks that you aren't feeling great. Sending big hugs and good energy. Thanks. I honestly feel really embarrassed still and ashamed. But I'm trying to lift myself up. For what it's worth, I'm really proud of you for saying something. I hope you'll be able to speak up next time you have feelings for someone else. Every time you go through this process, you get closer to finding your ideal partner. and this isn't going to affect our friendship in any way. So no matter what, you're welcome to reach out to me. So it looks like in the call, he's like, I love you, Naomi. And then she's like, I don't feel the same way. And the call lasted 4 minutes. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like. Gosh dang. Confessing your love in Discord? Never do that, guys. Never fucking do that. Unless, I guess it's long distance, maybe? I don't know. But if it's not long distance, don't do that shit. This happens one day after Arcadum asks Kelly out and gets rejected. Holy shit. Yeah, this is the first person we read about. While still publicly with Tiff, and actively talking to other women as well. Read their stories for info. Allegedly, he talked to at least 2 other people. He talked to at least 2 people out that same week. In case the contest isn't enough, as you can see from the DMs, he asked to call me, and then afterwards, I thank him for telling me about his feelings for me. In the call, he said I would like to...
I would like to request to formally court you.
What? Who says that? Am I... What? That's not something you say, right? Am I just oblivious? This is not something you say, right? Like, I wish to formally... Number one, you did it in Discord. Like, I know he's probably doing it, like, jokingly, but, like... What? And so on and so forth. I turned him down because I was interested in someone. A bit down the line, I'll tell him I'm still there for him. I hope he'll speak up next time he has feelings for someone and tell him that it won't affect our friendship. That's the best you could ask for in rejection. Honestly, that is the best you could fucking ask for. Sometimes you get rejected and it actually, like, you know, makes awkward stuff in friendships. I mean, that's happened to me, so... Anyways, this is mostly to show evidence in a solidified timeline. The call. The call! On recording 1, January 11th.